Benefits of regular exercise.
I know I should exercise more, but I just can't seem to find the motivation.
I get it, it's tough. But even small amounts of exercise can have huge benefits for both your physical and mental health.
Like what, specifically?
Improved mood, better sleep, reduced risk of chronic diseases. The list goes on.
That's compelling. What kind of exercise do you do?
I enjoy running and swimming. But even a brisk walk is a great start.
Maybe I'll try incorporating some short walks into my day. Thanks.
Healthy eating habits.
I'm trying to eat healthier, but I'm not sure where to begin.
Focus on making small, sustainable changes. Start by adding more fruits and vegetables to your meals.
That sounds doable. What about processed foods?
Try to limit those as much as possible. They're often high in sugar, salt, and unhealthy fats.
So, more whole foods?
Exactly. Whole grains, lean protein, and healthy fats are all good choices.
Okay, I'll try to focus on those. Thanks for the advice.
Limiting screen time before bed.
I always scroll through my phone before bed, but I think it's affecting my sleep.
You're probably right. The blue light emitted from screens can interfere with your body's natural sleep-wake cycle.
So, what should I do instead?
Try reading a book, listening to calming music, or taking a warm bath. Anything that relaxes you without involving a screen.
That sounds a lot more peaceful than scrolling through social media.
It is. Aim to put your phone away at least an hour before bedtime.
Okay, I'll try to break that habit. Thanks.
Managing stress levels.
I've been feeling incredibly stressed lately. Work is just piling up. I understand. Stress can be overwhelming. Have you tried any relaxation techniques? Not really. I'm not sure where to start. Maybe try mindfulness meditation? Even just 10 minutes a day can make a difference. It's a good idea. I'll look into it. What else helps you? Regular exercise is key for me, and making sure I get enough sleep. Sleep is definitely something I need to prioritize. Thanks for the tips.
Mental health check-ins.
I've been feeling a bit down lately, but I don't want to burden anyone.
It's important to check in with yourself and acknowledge your feelings. Talking about it can really help.
I guess so. It's just hard to know where to start.
Maybe try journaling or talking to a trusted friend or family member. Or consider reaching out to a therapist.
A therapist? I don't know.
There's no shame in seeking professional help. It's like seeing a doctor for a physical ailment.
That's a good point. I'll think about it. Thanks for listening.
Mindful eating practices. I tend to eat really fast, especially when I'm stressed.
That's a common habit. Have you ever tried mindful eating?
Mindful eating, what's that involve?
It's about paying attention to your food and the experience of eating, savoring each bite and noticing your body's cues.
So, slowing down and really tasting the food?
Exactly. Put your fork down between bites, chew thoroughly, and notice the flavors and textures.
That sounds like it could help me eat less. I'll give it a try. Prioritizing sleep hygiene. I've been having trouble sleeping lately. I toss and turn for hours.
That sounds frustrating. Are you practicing good sleep hygiene?
Sleep hygiene, what's that?
It's basically a set of habits that promote better sleep, like having a regular sleep schedule, avoiding caffeine before bed, and creating a relaxing bedtime routine.
I definitely don't have a regular sleep schedule. I'm all over the place.
Try going to bed and waking up around the same time each day, even on weekends. It can make a big difference.
I'll give it a shot. Thanks for the tip.
Staying active during sedentary jobs. My job requires me to sit at a desk all day, and I feel so sluggish.
That can be tough. It's important to find ways to incorporate movement into your workday.
Like what? I don't have much time.
Take short breaks to stand up and stretch, walk around the office, or use the stairs instead of the elevator.
Those are good ideas. I could also try a standing desk.
Exactly. Or even just alternating between sitting and standing throughout the day.
I'll definitely try to be more mindful of my movement. Thanks.
The importance of hydration.
I've been feeling so tired and sluggish lately.
Are you drinking enough water? Dehydration can really affect your energy levels.
Probably not. I mostly drink coffee and soda.
That's a common mistake. Try swapping those for water or herbal tea. Keep a water bottle with you throughout the day.
That makes sense. How much water should I aim for?
A good starting point is around 8 glasses a day, but it depends on your activity level and the weather.
Okay, I'll make a conscious effort to drink more water. Thanks for the reminder.
The importance of stretching.
I always feel so stiff in the mornings. It takes me ages to loosen up.
You should try incorporating some stretching into your daily routine. It can really improve your flexibility and reduce muscle tension.
I never think about stretching. When should I do it?
Morning is a great time to start your day. Even just 5 to 10 minutes can make a difference. And after exercise is important too.
What kind of stretches should I do?
Focus on major muscle groups like your hamstrings, quads, back, and shoulders. There are tons of videos online.
Okay, I'll look some up. Thanks for the suggestion.
Combating compassion fatigue.
I'm feeling so drained lately. I think I'm experiencing compassion fatigue.
That's tough. It's important to prioritize self-care when you're constantly giving to others.
Easier said than done, right?
True, but even small things can help, like setting boundaries and saying no sometimes.
Boundaries. That's a challenge for me.
Start small. Maybe dedicate specific times for helping others and stick to them. Also, make sure you're doing things you enjoy.
Like what? I don't even know what I enjoy anymore.
Think back to things you used to love, or try something completely new. Even a short walk can make a difference. Coping with sleep paralysis.
I had sleep paralysis again last night. It's terrifying.
Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. Have you looked into why it happens?
I've read it's often linked to stress and irregular sleep schedules. I've been pretty stressed lately.
Maybe focusing on stress reduction techniques before bed could help? Like meditation or deep breathing.
That's a good idea. I'll try to establish a more consistent sleep routine too.
Definitely. Avoid caffeine and alcohol before bed as well.
Right. I'll cut those out. Thanks for the advice.
No problem. I hope you get some peaceful sleep soon. Decoding food cravings.
I'm having the worst cravings for chocolate right now. What does it even mean?
Cravings can be complex. Sometimes it's a genuine nutritional deficiency, like magnesium for chocolate.
So I should just eat chocolate?
Not necessarily. Try a magnesium-rich food first, like nuts or leafy greens. It could also be emotional.
Emotional? How so?
Sometimes we crave comfort foods when we're stressed or sad. Try to identify what you're feeling.
Okay, so maybe I'm just stressed. I'll try some tea instead.
Good idea. Distraction can work wonders too.
Managing tech neck.
My neck is killing me. I think it's from hunching over my phone all day.
Sounds like tech neck. I've had that before. Try some neck stretches.
What kind of stretches?
Tilting your head from side to side and rotating your shoulders. Also, make sure your screen is at eye level.
Eye level, got it. I usually have my laptop on my lap.
That's probably contributing. A stand or monitor will help. Also, take breaks.
Good point. I forget to look up sometimes. Thanks for the tips. Mindful movement integration.
I struggle to fit exercise into my day. I'm just too busy.
Have you considered mindful movement? It doesn't have to be a full-blown workout.
Mindful movement. What's that?
It's about incorporating small, conscious movements throughout your day, like stretching while you wait for the kettle to boil, or taking the stairs instead of the elevator.
So it's about being more intentional with my movements?
Exactly. Even a few minutes of walking meditation can make a difference. Pay attention to your body and how it feels.
That sounds more manageable than trying to squeeze in an hour at the gym.
Definitely. It's about finding small ways to move your body throughout the day.
Navigating information overload. I'm feeling completely overwhelmed by all the health information online. Where do I even start?
I understand. It's important to be discerning. Stick to reputable sources like government health websites or medical journals.
But even those can be confusing.
Try focusing on one specific question at a time instead of trying to absorb everything at once. And talk to your doctor.
That's a good point. I often forget to ask my doctor about things I've read online.
They can help you sort through the information and determine what's relevant to you. Also, be wary of quick fixes or miracle cures.
Right? If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is.
Exactly. Focus on sustainable lifestyle changes instead.
The importance of lymphatic drainage. I keep hearing about lymphatic drainage. Is it just another wellness fad?
Not really. Your lymphatic system is crucial for removing waste and toxins from your body.
So how do you drain it?
Gentle massage is one way. Dry brushing before showering can also help stimulate lymphatic flow.
Dry brushing? What's that?
Using a natural bristle brush on dry skin, moving towards your heart, it's supposed to improve circulation too.
Interesting. I'll have to look into that. Thanks.
You're welcome. Just be gentle. It shouldn't be painful.
The power of gratitude practices.
I've been feeling pretty down lately. Someone suggested I try a gratitude journal.
That's a great idea. Focusing on what you're grateful for can really shift your perspective.
I don't know, it feels a little cheesy.
It might at first, but give it a try. Even small things, like a sunny day or a good cup of coffee, can make a difference.
So I just write down things I'm thankful for?
Yep, you can do it every day, or just a few times a week. The important thing is to really feel the gratitude.
Okay, I'll try to be more mindful of the good things in my life.
That's all it takes. You might be surprised how much it helps.
Understanding portion distortion.
I'm trying to eat healthier, but I think my portion sizes are way off.
That's common. It's called portion distortion. We're used to larger servings.
So, how do I correct it?
Try using smaller plates and bowls. It tricks your brain into thinking you're eating more.
That's interesting. Anything else?
Measure out your food for a few days to get a better sense of proper serving sizes. And pay attention to your hunger cues.
Okay, smaller plates and measuring. I'll give that a try, thanks.
You got this. It takes practice.
Understanding the vagus nerve.
I've been hearing a lot about the vagus nerve. What exactly is it?
It's the longest cranial nerve in the body, connecting your brain to many major organs.
So what does it do?
It helps regulate things like heart rate, digestion, and even your mood. A healthy vagus nerve is key for overall well-being.
How do you stimulate it or keep it healthy?
Deep breathing exercises, cold exposure, like a cold shower, meditation, and even singing can help.
Cold showers? That sounds intense.
Start with just a few seconds at the end of your regular shower. It's surprisingly invigorating.
Combating compassion fatigue.
I work in healthcare, and I'm feeling so burnt out. I think I have compassion fatigue.
That's tough. It's common in helping professions. Are you taking time for yourself?
Not really. I'm always putting others first.
You need to prioritize self-care, set boundaries at work, and make time for activities you enjoy.
Easier said than done.
I know, but it's essential. Practice mindfulness and relaxation techniques like meditation or deep breathing.
I'll try to incorporate those into my routine.
Also talk to a therapist or counselor. They can provide support and help you develop coping strategies.
Coping with seasonal depression.
I always feel so down during the winter months. It must be seasonal depression.
It could be. Sunlight is crucial. Try to get outside during the day, even if it's just for a short walk.
That's hard when it's so cold and dark.
I know. Consider a light therapy lamp. They can really help simulate sunlight.
I've heard about those. Do they really work?
For many people, yes. Also, focus on maintaining a regular sleep schedule and staying active.
I'll try to be more consistent with my sleep. Thanks.
Of course. And don't hesitate to talk to a therapist if you're struggling. They can offer additional support.
Dealing with morning sickness.
I feel awful every morning. Any tips for dealing with morning sickness?
Oh, I remember those days. Try eating small, frequent meals. Keeping your stomach empty can make it worse.
That's a good idea. I usually skip breakfast.
Definitely try some crackers or toast before you even get out of bed. Ginger ale or ginger candies can also help.
Ginger, got it. Is there anything else?
Avoid strong smells and greasy foods. And if it gets really bad, talk to your doctor about safe medications.
Okay, I'll keep all that in mind. Thanks so much.
No problem. Hang in there. It usually gets better after the first trimester.
Decoding food cravings.
I have such intense food cravings, especially for salty and sweet things. What causes them?
Cravings can be triggered by a variety of factors, including nutrient deficiencies, hormonal imbalances, and emotional stress.
So it's not just about willpower?
Willpower plays a role, but understanding the underlying cause is key. Are you getting enough sleep and managing your stress?
Probably not enough sleep, to be honest.
That could be contributing. Also, try to eat balanced meals with plenty of protein, fiber, and healthy fats to keep you feeling full and satisfied.
What if I'm craving something specific, like chocolate?
Sometimes cravings are your body signaling a need for a specific nutrient. For example, a chocolate craving could indicate a magnesium deficiency.
Improving air quality at home.
I've been reading about indoor air quality. What are some easy ways to improve it at home?
Ventilation is key. Open windows regularly to let fresh air in.
Even in the winter?
Even in the winter, for short periods. Also, invest in an air purifier with a HEPA filter.
Those can be expensive.
There are affordable options. Also, avoid using harsh cleaning products and scented candles.
What about plants? Do they really clean the air?
Some plants can help, but they're not a substitute for ventilation and air purifiers. They can be a nice addition, though. Managing back pain at home.
My back has been killing me lately. What can I do at home to manage the pain?
First, try some gentle stretching. Cat-cow pose or knee-to-chest stretches can help.
Okay, I can try that. Anything else?
Heat or ice can provide temporary relief. Alternate between the two to see what works best for you.
Good to know. Should I be resting?
Rest is important, but avoid prolonged bed rest. Try to stay active with light walks.
That makes sense. I'll try to be more mindful of my posture too.
Exactly. And if the pain persists or worsens, definitely see a doctor or physical therapist.
Managing sugar withdrawal.
I'm trying to cut back on sugar, but the withdrawal symptoms are awful. Any advice? It can be tough. Try gradually reducing your intake instead of going cold turkey. That's a good idea. I went straight from a lot to none. Yeah, that's a shock to the system. Focus on eating protein and healthy fats to stabilize your blood sugar. What about cravings? Distract yourself when cravings hit. Go for a walk, read a book, or call a friend. Okay, I'll try to find some distractions. Are there any healthy alternatives to sugar? Fruits are a great option. A small piece of dark chocolate can also satisfy a sweet craving without being too unhealthy.
The importance of lymphatic drainage.
I've been hearing about lymphatic drainage. What is it and why is it important? Your lymphatic system is like your body's waste disposal system. It helps remove toxins and waste from your tissues. So lymphatic drainage helps with that? Exactly. It involves gentle massage techniques to encourage the flow of lymph fluid. This can help reduce swelling, boost your immune system, and improve circulation. Can I do it myself? Yes, there are self-massage techniques you can learn. Look for tutorials online or consult with a massage therapist. Are there any risks? It's generally safe, but if you have any underlying health conditions, it's best to check with your doctor first. Avoid it if you have an active infection.
Understanding cholesterol levels.
I just got my cholesterol results back, and I'm a little confused by the numbers.
Okay, so you have LDL, which is bad cholesterol, and HDL, which is good cholesterol.
Right. And what do those numbers mean?
Ideally, you want your LDL to be low and your HDL to be high. Your doctor can tell you the specific ranges that are healthy for you.
What if my LDL is too high?
Lifestyle changes like diet and exercise can help. Reduce saturated and trans fats and increase fiber intake.
And if that doesn't work?
Your doctor might recommend medication to lower your cholesterol. It's important to follow their advice.
Understanding the vagus nerve.
I keep hearing about the vagus nerve. What exactly is it, and why is it important?
It's the longest cranial nerve, connecting your brain to many major organs. It plays a key role in regulating your nervous system.
So what does it do exactly?
It influences things like heart rate, digestion, and even your mood. A healthy vagus nerve promotes relaxation and reduces stress.
How can I stimulate it?
Deep breathing exercises, cold exposure, like a cold shower, and singing or humming can all help.
Interesting. I'll have to try those.
Definitely. It's a powerful tool for improving your overall well-being.
Discussing joint pain relief.
My knees have been killing me lately. Have you ever dealt with joint pain?
Oh, absolutely. It's no fun. Have you tried anything for it?
Just over-the-counter pain relievers, but they only help temporarily.
I've had some success with glucosamine and chondroitin supplements. It takes a while to notice the effects, though.
I've heard about those. Are they worth trying?
For me, they've made a noticeable difference in stiffness. Also, physical therapy helped me strengthen the muscles around my joints.
Physical therapy sounds like a good idea. I should probably look into that.
Definitely worth exploring, and remember to stay active, even if it's just gentle walking.
Discussing the benefits of gardening.
I'm thinking about starting a garden. Is it really as relaxing as people say?
Absolutely. It's incredibly therapeutic. Getting your hands in the dirt is surprisingly calming.
I'm not sure I have a green thumb.
Don't worry about that. Start small with some easy-to-grow herbs or vegetables. You'll learn as you go.
What are some of the other benefits?
Besides the relaxation, you get fresh, healthy food, and it's a great way to get some exercise and sunshine.
That sounds wonderful. I'm convinced. I'll start planning my garden this weekend.
Awesome. You won't regret it.
Discussing the benefits of yoga. I've been thinking about trying yoga. What's it like?
It's fantastic. It's not just about stretching. It's a whole mind-body practice.
I'm not very flexible, so I'm a little intimidated.
That's okay. Yoga is about progress, not perfection. There are classes for all levels. You'll improve over time.
What are some of the benefits you've experienced?
Definitely increased flexibility and strength, but also better stress management and improved sleep. I feel more grounded.
That sounds amazing. I need to find a class near me.
Do it. You might even find some online classes to start with.
Discussing the importance of eye health. I've been getting headaches a lot lately. I think it might be my eyes.
You should definitely get them checked. When was your last eye exam?
It's been a few years, actually.
It's recommended to get them checked every 1 to 2 years, especially if you're experiencing symptoms. They can catch a lot of things early.
That's a good point. I'll make an appointment.
And remember the 20-20-20 rule when you're working on a computer. Every 20 minutes, look at something 20 feet away for 20 seconds.
I've heard of that. I'll try to be more consistent with it.
Discussing ways to improve posture.
I think my posture is getting worse from sitting at my desk all day.
I know the feeling. I've been trying to be more mindful of it.
What are you doing to improve it?
I set reminders on my phone to check my posture every hour. Also, I do some back strengthening exercises.
Reminders are a good idea. I always forget.
And make sure your monitor is at eye level. That makes a huge difference.
I'll try adjusting that. Thanks for the tips.
No problem. We can remind each other to sit up straight. Sharing experiences with a new diet.
I started a new diet last week. It's been quite a change.
Oh, really? What kind of diet is it?
It's a Mediterranean diet. Lots of fruits, vegetables, and healthy fats.
That sounds sustainable. How are you feeling so far?
The first few days were tough, but now I'm feeling more energetic and less bloated.
That's great. Are you finding it easy to stick to?
It's easier than I thought, actually. There are so many delicious recipes.
That's good to hear. I've been considering changing my eating habits too.
Sharing experiences with digital detox. I feel like I'm constantly glued to my phone. I need a digital detox.
I know the feeling. It's hard to disconnect. Have you tried setting specific times to put your phone away?
I've tried, but I always end up checking it anyway.
Maybe start with small increments, like no phone for the first hour of the day or during meals, or even just turning off notifications can help.
Turning off notifications is a good idea. I might try that.
Also, find activities that don't involve screens. Read a book, go for a walk, or spend time with friends.
That sounds like a good plan. I need to find some hobbies that don't involve technology.
Exactly. It's about finding a balance.
Sharing experiences with seasonal depression.
I always feel so down during the winter months. I think I might have seasonal depression.
I understand. It can be tough. Have you talked to a doctor about it?
Not yet, but I'm considering it. Do you have any tips for coping?
Light therapy lamps can be really helpful. Also, try to maintain a regular sleep schedule and stay active, even if it's just a short walk outside.
I've heard about the lamps. I might invest in one.
They can make a big difference. And remember to be kind to yourself. It's okay to not feel 100% all the time.
Thank you. That's good to hear.
Sharing experiences with sleep apnea. I just got diagnosed with sleep apnea. I'm a bit overwhelmed.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, but it's good you got it diagnosed. My uncle has it.
What's it like living with it? I'm scared of the CPAP machine.
He said the CPAP took some getting used to, but now he sleeps so much better. He feels like a new person.
That's reassuring. I've heard some people can't tolerate it.
There are different mask types, so it's about finding the right fit. Plus, there are alternative treatments like oral appliances, though they're not always as effective.
I'll definitely ask my doctor about all the options. Thanks for sharing. Sharing tips for managing anxiety. I've been feeling really anxious lately. Do you have any tips for managing it?
I'm sorry to hear that. I've dealt with anxiety too. Deep breathing exercises can be really helpful in the moment.
I've tried those, but I find it hard to focus.
Try guided meditations. There are tons of apps and videos online. Also, regular exercise helps me a lot.
Exercise is a good idea. I need to get back into it.
Even a short walk can make a difference. And don't hesitate to talk to a therapist if you're struggling.
Thank you. I appreciate the advice.
Of course. Remember, you're not alone, and it's okay to ask for help.
Comparing different types of exercise classes. I'm thinking of joining a fitness class. There are so many options, I'm overwhelmed.
What are you hoping to get out of it? Cardio? Strength? Flexibility?
A bit of everything, I guess. Something fun and challenging.
Have you considered Zumba? It's great cardio and a lot of fun.
I'm not sure I'm coordinated enough for Zumba. What about yoga?
Yoga is excellent for flexibility and stress relief. There are different styles, too, from gentle to very challenging.
Maybe a mix of both. Are there classes that combine cardio and strength?
Definitely. Look for height, high-intensity interval training, or boot camp classes. They're intense but effective. Comparing wearable fitness trackers.
I'm looking to buy a fitness tracker. Any recommendations? I've used a few. What are you hoping to track? Mostly steps, sleep, and maybe heart rate. The Fitbits are generally good for basic tracking. They're user-friendly. I've heard about those. What about the Apple Watch? The Apple Watch is great if you're already in the Apple ecosystem. It's more versatile, but also pricier. Price is definitely a factor. I just want something simple and reliable. Then a basic Fitbit or a Garmin might be a better choice. Read some reviews before you decide.
Debating the merits of meal prepping. I've been thinking about trying meal prepping. Do you think it's worth the effort?
Absolutely. It saves me so much time and prevents me from making unhealthy choices when I'm rushed.
But doesn't it get boring eating the same thing all week?
Not if you vary the recipes and portion them into different meals. Plus, you can prep components instead of whole meals.
That's a good point. I worry about food spoilage, though.
Proper storage is key. Invest in good containers and know which foods last longer than others.
Okay, you've convinced me to give it a try. Any tips for a beginner?
Start small. Pick 1 or 2 meals to prep for a few days first, and gradually increase from there.
Discussing the benefits of walking meetings. Our company is suggesting we try walking meetings. What do you think?
I'm all for it. It's a great way to get some exercise during the workday.
But wouldn't it be distracting? How can you take notes?
You can record the meeting or assign someone to take notes and share them afterward. The fresh air helps with focus too.
That's a good point. I guess it depends on the type of meeting.
Definitely. It's best for brainstorming or informal discussions, not presentations.
I'm willing to give it a try. Anything is better than sitting at my desk all day.
Discussing the impact of air quality on exercise.
The air quality is terrible today. Should I still go for my run?
Probably not. Exercising in poor air quality can be harmful to your lungs.
What are the risks?
It can irritate your airways, trigger asthma attacks, and even increase your risk of long-term respiratory problems.
Yikes. So what should I do instead?
Stick to indoor activities like yoga or weightlifting. Or wait for a day with better air quality.
Okay, indoor workout it is. Thanks for the advice.
Discussing the importance of regular health screenings.
I'm overdue for my annual checkup. It's such a hassle.
I know it can be, but it's really important to stay on top of your health.
What kind of screenings do you usually get?
Standard blood work, blood pressure check, and depending on my age, a cholesterol test and maybe a colonoscopy.
Colonoscopy sounds scary.
It's not as bad as you think, and it can detect problems early on. Early detection is key for many diseases.
I guess you're right. I should schedule an appointment soon.
Definitely. It's better to be proactive about your health.
Discussing ways to improve posture.
I think my posture is getting worse. I'm always slouching at my desk.
I know the feeling. It's important to be mindful of it.
What can I do to improve it?
Set reminders to check your posture throughout the day. Adjust your chair and monitor height for better ergonomics.
That's a good idea. Anything else?
Strengthening your core and back muscles can help support good posture. Try planks and rows.
I'll try to incorporate those into my routine. Thanks. Evaluating the effectiveness of home remedies. I have a terrible sore throat. I'm thinking of trying a saltwater gargle.
That's a classic. It can definitely help soothe the pain.
Do you have any other home remedy suggestions?
Honey and lemon in hot water is great for a cough, and for a stuffy nose, try a steam inhalation.
I've heard about those. But do they actually work?
For mild symptoms, they can provide relief. But if things get worse, definitely see a doctor.
Good point. I don't want to self-treat something serious.
Exploring the benefits of digital detox.
I feel like I'm constantly glued to my phone. I'm thinking of trying a digital detox.
That's a great idea. I've done it before, and it made a huge difference in my stress levels.
How long did you detox for?
I started with a weekend, then gradually extended it to a week. Even a few hours a day can help.
What did you do with your time instead?
Read a book, went for a walk, spent time with friends and family, anything that didn't involve a screen.
It sounds so relaxing. I might try starting with a few hours each evening. Sharing experiences with sleep paralysis. I had the strangest experience last night. I woke up but couldn't move.
That sounds like sleep paralysis. It can be pretty scary.
What is that?
It's when your mind wakes up, but your body is still in sleep mode, so you can't move or speak.
That's exactly what happened. I even felt like there was something in the room.
Hallucinations are common during sleep paralysis. It's usually harmless, but it can be unsettling.
Is there anything I can do to prevent it?
Try to maintain a regular sleep schedule, avoid sleeping on your back, and manage stress.
Comparing different types of exercise classes.
I'm looking for a new exercise class to try. I'm bored with my current routine.
What are you looking for? Something high intensity, relaxing, or something in between?
I'm not sure. I want something that's a good workout, but also fun and motivating.
Have you considered Zumba? It's a great cardio workout, and the music is really upbeat.
I've heard of it, but I'm not a great dancer.
Don't worry, you don't have to be. It's more about moving and having fun. Or maybe try a spin class. It's a great workout for your legs and core.
Spin sounds intense. I might start with Zumba. Thanks for the suggestions.
Decoding sleep patterns. I've been waking up at 3 a.m. every night this week. It's so frustrating.
That sounds rough. Have you tried tracking your sleep to see if there's a pattern?
No, how would I even do that effectively?
There are sleep tracking apps, or even just a journal. Note when you go to bed, wake up, and anything you ate or did before bed.
That's a good idea. Maybe I'm eating too late or something.
Exactly. Or maybe your room is too warm. Little things can make a big difference.
I'll give it a shot. Thanks for the suggestion.
Discussing the benefits of yoga.
I'm thinking about starting yoga. I'm so inflexible, though. I'm worried I'll be terrible at it. That's a common misconception. Yoga is for everyone, regardless of flexibility. That's what it's all about, improving flexibility and strength. So I won't be the only one struggling to touch my toes? Definitely not. And there are so many different styles. You can find one that suits your level and goals. Try Hatha Yoga for beginners. That's good to know. What else do you like about it? It's great for stress relief and mindfulness. It really helps me calm down and focus. Okay, you've convinced me. I'll look into some beginner classes.
Discussing the importance of regular health screenings.
My doctor is recommending I get a colonoscopy soon. I'm a bit nervous about it.
It's understandable to be nervous, but it's a really important screening. Early detection is key for so many things.
I know, but the prep sounds awful.
It's not the most pleasant experience, but it's only for a day. And the peace of mind you get knowing everything is okay is worth it.
That's true. What other screenings are important to get regularly?
It depends on your age and gender, but things like blood pressure checks, cholesterol screenings, and mammograms are all important.
I'll definitely talk to my doctor about what's right for me. Thanks for the reminder.
Discussing ways to improve posture.
I've been getting a lot of neck pain lately. I think it's my posture.
Yeah, that's a common problem, especially if you're working at a desk all day. Are you sitting up straight?
I try to, but I always end up slouching. Any tips?
Try setting reminders on your phone to check your posture throughout the day. And make sure your monitor is at eye level.
Eye level, got it. Anything else?
Strengthening your core muscles can also help support your spine. Try doing some planks or Pilates.
Okay, I'll try to incorporate some core exercises. Thanks.
Evaluating the effectiveness of home remedies.
I have a terrible sore throat. I'm trying all the home remedies. Honey, lemon, gargling with salt water.
Those are good ones. I also swear by ginger tea. It's really soothing.
I'll try that too. Do you think they actually work? Or is it just a placebo effect?
I think it's a bit of both. They can provide some relief and comfort, which can help your body heal itself. But if it's really bad, definitely see a doctor.
Good point. I'll give it a few more days. When should I be concerned?
If you develop a fever, have trouble breathing, or can't swallow, definitely see a doctor right away.
Okay, I will. Thanks for the advice.
Exploring cold water therapy.
I've been hearing a lot about cold plunges lately. Have you ever tried it? I have! It's definitely a shock to the system, but I do feel amazing afterwards. Really? What are the benefits? Supposedly it helps with inflammation, boosts your mood, and improves circulation. I mainly do it for the mental challenge. I'm intrigued. How cold are we talking? Ideally, between 50 to 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Start slow. Even a cold shower can be a good introduction. Okay, maybe I'll try a cold shower first. A full plunge sounds a bit intense right now. Definitely ease into it. Listen to your body.
Managing digital detox.
I'm feeling so burnt out lately. I think I need a digital detox.
I've been there. It's tough, but it helps. How long are you thinking of doing it for?
I was thinking just a weekend. Is that enough?
It's a great start. Even just a few hours a day can make a difference. Turn off notifications and put your phone in another room.
That sounds terrifying, but probably necessary.
Haha, I know, but you'll be surprised how quickly you adjust and start enjoying the quiet.
Okay, I'm gonna try it. Wish me luck. Navigating health gadgets. I'm thinking about getting a smartwatch, mainly for health tracking. Do you think they're worth it?
I have one. It's motivating, but it's not perfect. Take the data with a grain of salt.
What do you mean?
The heart rate monitor can be inaccurate sometimes, especially during intense workouts, and the sleep tracking isn't always spot on.
So it's more of a general guideline?
Precisely. It's good for noticing trends and motivating you to move, but don't rely on it for medical advice.
That makes sense. Thanks for the honest review.
Sharing experiences with meal planning.
I'm trying to get better at meal planning to eat healthier and save money. Any tips?
Definitely. Start small. Plan just a few meals for the week, not the whole thing. And don't be afraid to repeat meals.
That's a good idea. I always get overwhelmed trying to plan 7 different dinners.
Exactly. Also, check what you already have in your pantry and fridge before you go shopping. It helps reduce waste.
I always forget to do that. I end up buying duplicates.
We all do. And finally, find recipes you actually enjoy eating. Otherwise, you'll just end up ordering takeout.
That's so true. Thanks. Those are really helpful tips.
Coping with information overload.
I'm feeling so overwhelmed lately. There's just too much news and information constantly coming at me.
I can relate. It's easy to get bogged down. Have you tried intentionally limiting your exposure?
I've tried, but it's hard to disconnect completely.
You don't have to completely disconnect. Maybe designate specific times for checking news and social media and avoid it at other times.
That's a good idea. I tend to scroll mindlessly when I'm bored.
Me too. Replacing that with something else, like reading or listening to music, can help.
I'll try that. Maybe I'll start reading before bed instead of scrolling through my phone.
That sounds much more relaxing. And remember to focus on sources you trust and avoid sensationalized headlines.
Dealing with morning sickness.
I'm newly pregnant and the morning sickness is awful. Any tips for dealing with it?
Oh, I remember that. Congratulations. Try eating small, frequent meals throughout the day to keep your stomach from being empty.
I've heard that. What kind of foods are best?
Bland foods like crackers, toast, and plain rice are often easier to tolerate. Ginger can also help with nausea.
Ginger, okay. I'll try that. What about drinks?
Stay hydrated. Sip on water, ginger ale, or herbal tea. Avoid sugary drinks.
This is helpful. I feel so miserable.
It's tough, but it usually gets better after the first trimester. Talk to your doctor if it's severe.
Decoding food cravings.
I've been having intense cravings for sweets lately. I don't understand why.
Cravings can be tricky. They can be triggered by a lot of things, like stress, nutrient deficiencies, or even just habit.
Stress makes sense. I've been pretty stressed at work recently.
Yeah, stress can definitely lead to cravings for comfort foods. Try to identify the underlying cause of the craving.
So if it's stress, what can I do?
Find healthy ways to manage your stress, like exercise or meditation. Also, try to eat balanced meals with plenty of protein and fiber.
That makes sense. I tend to skip meals when I'm busy.
That can lead to blood sugar crashes and even stronger cravings later on. Try to keep healthy snacks on hand.
Improving air quality at home. I've been feeling congested lately, and I suspect it's the air quality in my apartment.
That's possible. Indoor air can be surprisingly polluted. What have you tried so far?
Not much, honestly. I open the windows sometimes.
Opening windows is good for ventilation. You could also invest in an air purifier with a HEPA filter.
Are those expensive?
They range in price. You can find decent ones for a reasonable amount. Also, avoid using harsh cleaning products.
Good point. I should switch to more natural cleaners.
Exactly. And make sure to regularly change your air filters in your HVAC system if you have one.
Managing back pain at home. My back has been aching for weeks. I can't afford to go to the doctor right now. What can I do at home?
Try alternating between heat and cold therapy. Apply ice for 15 to 20 minutes at a time, then switch to a heating pad.
Okay, I can do that. Anything else?
Gentle stretching and exercises can also help. Look up some stretches for lower back pain.
What about over-the-counter pain relievers?
Ibuprofen or acetaminophen can provide temporary relief. Just be sure to follow the dosage instructions.
Thanks, I'll try those things. When should I see a doctor?
If the pain is severe, doesn't improve after a few weeks, or is accompanied by other symptoms like numbness or weakness, definitely see a doctor.
Managing digital dependence.
I feel like I'm constantly glued to my phone. It's exhausting.
I know the feeling. I've been trying to be more mindful about my phone usage.
How are you doing that? Any tips?
Setting specific times to check emails and social media helps, and turning off notifications for non-essential apps.
That sounds manageable. I might try setting app limits on my phone.
That's a great idea. Also, finding activities to replace the time you'd normally spend online can be really effective.
Like reading a book or going for a walk? Good point. I need to rediscover some hobbies.
Exactly. It's about finding a balance and being intentional with your time.
Mindful movement integration.
I struggle to find time for dedicated workouts. Any advice?
Try integrating mindful movement into your daily routine. It's about finding small ways to be more active throughout the day.
Like what exactly?
Taking the stairs instead of the elevator, walking during your lunch break, or doing some stretches while you're watching TV.
That sounds more manageable than trying to fit in an hour at the gym.
Exactly, and focus on being present in your body while you're moving. Pay attention to how your muscles feel.
So, it's about being intentional with movement?
Yes, it's about making movement a natural part of your day, rather than a chore. The importance of lymphatic drainage.
I've been reading about lymphatic drainage. Is it really beneficial?
It can be. The lymphatic system helps remove waste and toxins from your body. Lymphatic drainage techniques aim to support that process.
So, how does it work?
It involves gentle massage techniques that encourage the flow of lymph fluid. It can help reduce swelling and boost the immune system.
Is it something I can do myself?
There are some self-massage techniques you can learn, or you can see a trained lymphatic drainage therapist.
Interesting. I might try some self-massage techniques first.
Just be sure to do your research and use a light touch. It's not meant to be a deep tissue massage.
The importance of stretching.
My back has been killing me lately. I think it's from sitting at my desk all day. Yeah, that's rough. You should try incorporating some stretching into your daily routine. I know, I just never seem to find the time. Even just a few minutes of stretching can make a big difference. It improves flexibility and reduces muscle tension. What kind of stretches do you recommend? Simple things like shoulder rolls, neck stretches, and hamstring stretches are a good start. There are tons of videos online. Okay, I'll look some up. Maybe I can do them during my lunch break. Perfect! Consistency is key. Even a little bit each day will help.
Understanding the vagus nerve.
I've been hearing a lot about the vagus nerve lately. What's the deal with it?
It's a major nerve that connects your brain to many important organs, like your heart and gut.
So it's important for overall health?
Definitely. It plays a key role in regulating things like heart rate, digestion, and even mood.
How can you improve vagal tone then?
Things like deep breathing exercises, meditation, cold water exposure, and even singing can stimulate it.
Interesting. I'll have to look into those techniques.
Yeah, it's worth exploring. A healthy vagus nerve can contribute to reduced stress and improved well-being.
Balancing work and wellness. I'm finding it really hard to juggle work deadlines and actually taking care of myself. Any tips?
I totally get it. I started scheduling wellness breaks into my calendar, even if it's just 15 minutes to stretch or meditate.
That's a good idea. I feel guilty taking time away from work, though.
Think of it as an investment. You'll be more productive and less likely to burn out if you prioritize yourself.
True. What kind of activities do you do during your breaks?
Sometimes I'll go for a quick walk, listen to a podcast, or just close my eyes and breathe deeply. Anything to reset.
I'll try incorporating that. Thanks for the advice.
No problem. Remember, even small changes can make a big difference.
Cultivating gratitude.
I've been feeling down lately. Everything seems to be going wrong.
Have you tried practicing gratitude? It can really shift your perspective.
Gratitude? Like being thankful for things?
Exactly. You can keep a gratitude journal and write down a few things you're grateful for each day.
I don't know. I feel like I don't have much to be grateful for right now.
Even small things count, like a warm cup of coffee, a sunny day, or a supportive friend.
Okay, I guess I can think of a few things. I do appreciate my cat.
See? Start there. Focusing on the positive can make a big difference in your mood. Dealing with sleep deprivation.
I've been struggling with sleep lately. I wake up feeling exhausted.
That's rough. Have you tried establishing a consistent sleep schedule?
I try, but it's hard with my work schedule.
Even on weekends, it's important to keep your body clock regular.
I usually sleep in on weekends to catch up.
That can actually disrupt your sleep cycle further. Maybe try waking up around the same time, even if you're tired.
I'll give that a shot. Any other suggestions?
Limit caffeine and alcohol before bed, and create a relaxing bedtime routine.
Incorporating movement into your day.
I sit at a desk all day. I know I need to move more, but I just don't have time for the gym.
You don't need the gym. Try setting a timer to get up and walk around every hour.
That's a good idea. Even a short walk would help.
Exactly. Take the stairs instead of the elevator or walk during your lunch break.
I could definitely do the stairs. And maybe park further away from the entrance.
Those little things add up. You could also try desk exercises or stretching throughout the day.
Desk exercises? I'll have to look those up. Thanks.
Managing digital dependence. I feel like I'm constantly glued to my phone. It's affecting my focus and sleep.
I know the feeling. I've started setting limits on my screen time using my phone's built-in features.
Screen time limits? Does that actually work?
It helps. It gives you a gentle reminder when you've reached your limit. You can also try turning off notifications.
Turning off notifications sounds terrifying, but maybe I should try it.
Start with just a few apps. You might be surprised at how much less stressed you feel.
I'll give it a shot. Anything else?
Designate phone-free zones, like your bedroom or during mealtimes.
Navigating health information overload.
I'm so overwhelmed by all the health information online, it's hard to know what's credible. I know, it's a minefield. I usually stick to websites of reputable organizations like the CDC or Mayo Clinic. That's smart. I often get sucked into articles with sensational headlines. Yeah, be wary of those. Look for evidence-based information and consider the source's bias. Good point about bias. How do you know if the information is evidence-based? Look for studies and research cited in the article. Also, if something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Okay, I'll keep an eye out for those things. Thanks for the tips.
Preparing healthy meals on a budget.
Eating healthy feels so expensive. I'm on a tight budget.
I get that. Planning your meals ahead of time can save you money and help you eat healthier.
How so?
You're less likely to impulse buy unhealthy snacks, and you can buy ingredients in bulk.
That makes sense. What kind of meals do you usually make?
I focus on simple recipes with inexpensive ingredients like beans, lentils, and seasonal vegetables.
Good idea. I always forget about lentils. They're so cheap and nutritious.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to cook large batches and freeze leftovers. The benefits of mindful walking.
I know walking is good for me, but I find it so boring.
Have you tried mindful walking? It can make it much more engaging.
Mindful walking? What's that?
Instead of just walking to get somewhere, you focus on your senses. Notice the sights, sounds, and smells around you.
So like a walking meditation?
Exactly. Pay attention to your breath and the feeling of your feet hitting the ground.
That sounds much more appealing than just mindlessly walking.
It can be really relaxing and grounding. Give it a try.
The importance of social connection.
I've been feeling pretty isolated lately. I work from home and don't see many people.
Social connection is so important for mental and physical health. Have you considered joining a club or group?
I haven't, but that's a good idea. I'm not sure what I'd be interested in, though.
Think about your hobbies or interests. There's probably a group for everything.
That's true. I enjoy reading. Maybe I could join a book club.
Perfect. Or you could volunteer somewhere. It's a great way to meet people and give back to the community.
Volunteering is a good thought. Thanks for the suggestions.
Understanding the importance of self-care.
I always feel guilty when I take time for myself, like I should be doing something more productive.
That's a common feeling, but self-care is essential. It's not selfish, it's necessary.
I know, logically, but it's hard to internalize.
Think of it as refueling your tank. You can't pour from an empty cup.
That's a good analogy. What kind of self-care activities do you do?
It depends on what I need. Sometimes it's a relaxing bath. Other times it's reading a book or just taking a nap.
So it doesn't have to be anything elaborate?
Not at all. It's about doing something that nourishes your mind, body, or soul.
Comparing wearable fitness trackers.
I'm looking to buy a fitness tracker. There are so many options, I don't know where to start.
I know, it's overwhelming. What are you hoping to track?
Mainly steps, sleep, and heart rate. Maybe some basic workout tracking.
Fitbit is a good all-around option. Apple Watch is great if you're already in the Apple ecosystem, but it's pricier.
I have an Android phone, so the Apple Watch might not be the best fit. What about Garmin?
Garmin is great for more serious athletes, with more detailed workout data. It might be overkill for basic tracking.
Okay, that's helpful. Maybe I'll look into the Fitbit then. Thanks.
Debating the merits of meal prepping.
I'm thinking of trying meal prepping. Do you think it's worth the effort?
Definitely. It saves me so much time and prevents me from ordering takeout all the time.
That's what I'm hoping for. but it seems like a lot of work up front.
It is, but once you get into a routine, it becomes easier. Plus, you're more likely to eat healthy.
True. I always struggle with making healthy choices when I'm hungry and rushed.
Exactly. Meal prepping eliminates that problem. Just grab and go.
Okay, you've convinced me. I'll give it a shot.
Discussing joint pain relief.
My knees have been killing me lately. Any tips for joint pain relief?
Oh, I feel you. I've had similar issues. Have you tried glucosamine and chondroitin supplements?
I've heard of them, but I'm always wary of supplements. Do they really work?
For some people, yes. Also, gentle exercises like swimming or cycling can help strengthen the muscles around the joints.
That's a good idea. I've been mostly sedentary. Maybe that's contributing to it.
Definitely worth a shot. And consider seeing a doctor or physical therapist if the pain persists.
Okay, thanks. I appreciate the advice.
Discussing the benefits of walking meetings.
I heard about walking meetings. Seems a little strange, but intriguing.
I've tried them. They're surprisingly effective. It gets you moving, and the change of scenery can boost creativity.
I can see that. I'm always stuck in the same office all day. But what about taking notes?
You can use a voice recorder or just jot down key points when you get back. It depends on the type of meeting.
That makes sense. I guess it wouldn't work for every meeting, but for some brainstorming sessions it could be great.
Exactly. It's a good way to combine work and wellness.
I'll suggest it to my team. Thanks for the idea.
Discussing the benefits of yoga.
I've been thinking about trying yoga. Do you think it's worth it? Absolutely. I've been doing yoga for years, and it's been amazing for both my physical and mental health. Really? How so? Well, it's great for flexibility and strength, but it also helps me manage stress and anxiety. That sounds appealing. I'm always stressed. I guess I could give it a try. Definitely do. There are tons of online classes for beginners if you don't want to go to a studio. That's perfect. I'll look into that. Thanks.
Discussing the importance of eye health. I think I need to get my eyes checked. I've been getting headaches lately.
Yeah, you should. It's so important to keep up with eye exams. When was the last time you went?
It's been a few years, I think. I'm always putting it off.
I know how it is. But early detection of problems like glaucoma is crucial.
That's true. Plus, I'm staring at screens all day. That can't be good.
Definitely. The 20-20-20 rule helps. Every 20 minutes, look at something 20 feet away for 20 seconds.
I'll try to remember that. Thanks for the reminder. Discussing ways to improve posture.
I think my posture is terrible. I'm always slouching.
Me too. I've been trying to be more aware of it. Have you tried any exercises?
Not really. What do you do?
I do some simple stretches, like shoulder blade squeezes and chest openers. They seem to help.
I'll have to look those up. I spend all day at a computer, which probably doesn't help.
Yeah, setting up your workstation ergonomically can make a big difference too.
Good point. Thanks for the tips.
Sharing experiences with a new diet.
I just started the keto diet. Have you ever tried it?
I haven't, but I've heard a lot about it. How's it going so far?
It's tough. Cutting out carbs is harder than I thought. I had the keto flu for a few days.
Oh no! I've heard about that. Does it get better?
It does. I'm starting to feel more energetic now, and I've lost a few pounds.
That's great. Just make sure you're getting all the nutrients you need.
Thanks! I'm trying to be mindful of that. Sharing experiences with sleep apnea.
I just got diagnosed with sleep apnea. It's a bit overwhelming. Oh wow, I'm sorry to hear that. My dad has it. How did they figure it out? I did a sleep study. Apparently I stopped breathing several times an hour. Yeah, that's how they caught my dad's. He uses a CPAP machine. Does your doctor recommend that? Yes, they do. I'm a little nervous about it. It seems bulky. It takes some getting used to, but my dad says it makes a huge difference in how he feels. He's much more rested now. That's encouraging. Thanks for sharing that. Of course. Good luck with it.
Sharing tips for managing anxiety.
I've been feeling really anxious lately. Do you have any tips for managing it? I'm sorry to hear that. I've dealt with anxiety too. What's been helpful for me is practicing deep breathing exercises. I've heard about those, but I'm not sure how to do them properly. There are tons of guided meditations online. Also, regular exercise can make a big difference. I do need to exercise more. It's hard to find the time. Even a short walk can help. And remember to be kind to yourself. It's okay to not be perfect. That's good advice. Thanks. I appreciate it.
Comparing different types of meditation apps.
I'm thinking of trying meditation, and I saw there are tons of apps. Have you used any? Yeah, I've tried a few. Headspace and Calm are the most popular, I think. What's the difference between them? Headspace has a more structured, guided approach. Calm has a wider variety of content, like sleep stories and nature sounds. That's helpful. I'm a complete beginner, so maybe Headspace would be better for me. It's a good starting point. They both offer free trials, so you can test them out and see which one you prefer. I didn't know about the free trials. I'll definitely check those out. Thanks.
Comparing different types of sleep trackers.
I'm thinking about getting a sleep tracker. Do you use one?
I do. I have a Fitbit. It's been pretty helpful in understanding my sleep patterns.
I've seen those. Are they accurate?
They're not perfect, but they give you a general idea of how much you're sleeping and how often you're waking up.
What other options are there?
There are dedicated sleep trackers like the Oura Ring, which is supposed to be more accurate, but it's also more expensive.
I'll have to look into that. I'm mainly interested in seeing if I'm getting enough deep sleep.
Most trackers will give you a breakdown of your sleep stages. Just remember that they're estimates, not medical diagnoses.
Debating the merits of meal replacement shakes.
I've been thinking about trying meal replacement shakes for breakfast. Have you ever used them?
Yeah, I tried them for a while. They're convenient, but I'm not sure how sustainable they are long term.
That's what I'm worried about. Do you think they're actually healthy?
It depends on the brand, I guess. Some are loaded with sugar and artificial ingredients.
Right, I need to read the labels carefully. I'm mainly looking for something quick and easy on busy mornings.
They can be good for that, but make sure you're still getting enough fiber and nutrients from other meals.
Good point. Maybe I'll try them a few times a week and see how it goes.
Definitely do your research on brands beforehand. Some are much better than others.
Discussing the benefits of adaptogens. I've been hearing a lot about adaptogens lately. Have you ever tried them?
I have. I've been taking ashwagandha for a few months now.
What made you decide to try it?
I was feeling really stressed and anxious, and I read that ashwagandha can help with that.
And has it made a difference?
I think so. I feel calmer and more balanced overall. It's not a magic bullet, but it definitely helps.
I'm dealing with a lot of stress right now, so I might look into it. Thanks for sharing.
Definitely do your research and talk to your doctor before starting any new supplements.
Discussing the importance of active recovery. I've been working out pretty hard lately, and I'm feeling really sore. I think I need to focus on recovery.
Active recovery is great for that. Are you familiar with it?
I've heard the term, but I'm not really sure what it entails.
It's basically low-intensity exercise that helps to promote blood flow and reduce muscle stiffness.
So like a light jog or some stretching?
Exactly, or even just a walk. Anything that gets your body moving without putting too much stress on it.
That sounds much better than just sitting on the couch all day. I'll give it a try.
It can really make a difference in how quickly you recover and how you feel overall.
Discussing the pros and cons of standing desks.
I'm considering getting a standing desk. Have you heard anything about them?
I've used one for a couple of years now. There are definitely pros and cons.
Like what? I'm hoping it will help with my back pain.
It can definitely help with posture and back pain, but it can also be tiring on your feet and legs at first.
That makes sense. I guess I'd have to ease into it gradually.
Exactly. And make sure you have a good mat to stand on. It makes a huge difference.
Good tip. Anything else I should consider?
Proper monitor placement is key to avoid neck strain. Make sure it's at eye level.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Thanks for the advice.
Evaluating the effectiveness of blue light blocking glasses.
I've been seeing ads for blue light blocking glasses. Do you think they actually work?
I wear them. I think they help, especially when I'm working late at night.
Really? How so?
I find that my eyes feel less strained after staring at a screen all day, and I seem to fall asleep easier.
That's interesting. I've been having trouble sleeping lately, so maybe they're worth a try.
It's worth a shot. Just make sure you get a pair that blocks a significant amount of blue light.
Are there different levels of blue light blocking?
Yeah, some are more effective than others. Do some research before you buy.
Exploring the impact of light exposure on mood.
I've been feeling down lately, especially in the mornings. I wonder if it's related to the lack of sunlight.
It could be. Light exposure has a huge impact on mood and energy levels.
I've heard about seasonal affective disorder. Is that what you mean?
Exactly. But even if you don't have full-blown SAD, insufficient light can affect your mood.
So, what can I do about it?
Try to get outside during the day, even if it's cloudy. And consider using a light therapy lamp in the mornings.
A light therapy lamp? I've never heard of that.
They mimic natural sunlight and can help regulate your circadian rhythm and boost your mood. Worth looking into.
Exploring the use of essential oils for relaxation.
I've been reading about using essential oils for relaxation. Do you use them?
I do. I find them quite helpful, especially for winding down before bed.
Which ones do you recommend?
Lavender is a classic for relaxation. Chamomile and cedarwood are also good options.
How do you usually use them?
I diffuse them in my bedroom, or sometimes I add a few drops to a warm bath.
That sounds really nice. I might have to try that.
Just be sure to use them safely and dilute them properly, especially if applying to your skin. Sharing experiences with digital detox challenges.
Thinking about doing a digital detox, I feel like I'm constantly glued to my phone.
I tried one last year. It was harder than I thought, but ultimately really beneficial.
What was the hardest part?
Breaking the habit of reaching for my phone out of boredom. I had to find other things to occupy my time.
Yeah, I can see that being a challenge. What did you do instead?
I read more books, went for walks, and spent more time talking to people in person. It felt good to reconnect with the real world.
That sounds amazing. I might start with just a few hours a day and gradually increase it.
That's a great approach. Even small steps can make a big difference in your overall well-being.
Coping with burnout.
I'm feeling completely drained lately. I think I'm experiencing burnout.
Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. Burnout is really tough. What's been going on?
Just constant pressure at work, long hours, and feeling like I can never switch off.
That sounds incredibly stressful. Have you tried taking any time off?
Not really. I feel like I can't. There's always too much to do.
That's a common feeling, but taking even a short break could help you recharge, even a day or two.
Maybe you're right. I need to prioritize my well-being.
Definitely. And don't be afraid to talk to someone, a friend, family member, or therapist.
Decoding supplement labels. I'm thinking about taking some supplements, but the labels are so confusing.
I know. It's like a foreign language. Pay attention to the serving size and the amount of each nutrient.
What about all the other ingredients?
Look for fillers or artificial ingredients. Ideally, you want a supplement with minimal additives.
And what about the daily value percentages?
That tells you how much of the nutrient the serving provides compared to the recommended daily intake. Be careful not to exceed the upper limit.
This is helpful, thanks. I'll definitely read more carefully now.
Discussing the importance of regular stretching.
My back has been so stiff lately. I think I need to stretch more.
Stretching is so important. It helps with flexibility and reduces muscle tension.
I know, but I always forget to do it.
Try incorporating it into your daily routine. Even 5 to 10 minutes can make a difference.
Like when?
Maybe after you wake up or before bed, or even during your lunch break.
I'll try to remember. Thanks for the reminder.
You got this. Your body will thank you.
Finding joy in movement.
I hate exercising. It feels like a chore. Maybe you haven't found the right kind of movement yet. It shouldn't feel like punishment. What do you mean? Think about activities you genuinely enjoy. Dancing, hiking, swimming, anything that gets you moving without feeling like work. I used to love dancing. I haven't done that in years. There you go. Maybe try a dance class. Or just put on some music and dance in your living room. That actually sounds fun. I might try that this weekend.
Incorporating strength training.
I mostly do cardio, but I know I should incorporate strength training.
It's great for building muscle, boosting metabolism, and improving bone density.
I'm intimidated by the weights at the gym. Where do I even start?
Start with bodyweight exercises like squats, push-ups, and planks. They're surprisingly effective.
That sounds less scary. How often should I do it?
Aim for 2 to 3 times a week, with rest days in between. Focus on proper form to avoid injuries.
Okay, I can try that. Thanks for the encouragement.
No problem. You'll be surprised how quickly you see results.
Managing errands and physical activity. I'm trying to be more active, but I struggle to find time outside of errands.
Me too. I've started walking to the grocery store when I only need a few things.
That's a good idea. I usually drive everywhere, even if it's close.
It's a small change, but it adds up. Plus, carrying the groceries is a mini workout.
True. Maybe I can combine my post office trips with a walk in the park.
Exactly. Think of errands as opportunities for movement, not just chores.
I like that perspective. Thanks for the tip. Navigating health goals with a partner.
My partner and I are trying to eat healthier, but we have different preferences. It's challenging.
I can imagine. Compromise is key. Maybe try alternating who chooses the meals each week.
That's a good idea. We tend to just default to what's easiest.
Also, focus on finding healthy recipes you both enjoy. Experiment together.
We could try that. Cooking together might make it more fun.
Exactly, and support each other's goals. It's easier to stay motivated when you're a team.
That's true. Thanks for the advice. Navigating healthy snacking at work.
I'm always tempted by the office snacks. Any tips for healthier choices?
It's tough. I bring my own snacks to avoid the sugary stuff.
What do you usually bring?
Nuts, fruits, or yogurt. Something with protein and fiber to keep me full.
That makes sense. I tend to grab whatever's easiest.
Preparation is key. Spend a little time packing snacks on Sunday and you're set for the week.
I'll try that this weekend. Thanks for the advice.
No problem. It's all about setting yourself up for success.
The role of sleep position.
I've been waking up with a stiff neck. I wonder if it's my sleep position.
It definitely could be. Sleeping on your stomach can strain your neck.
Really? That's how I usually sleep.
Yeah, it forces you to turn your head to the side for hours. Try sleeping on your back or side.
I've heard back sleeping is best, but I can't seem to stay that way.
Try placing pillows around you to prevent rolling over. It might take some getting used to.
That's a good idea. I'll give it a shot. Thanks. Understanding blood sugar fluctuations.
I get these energy crashes in the afternoon. I think it's related to my blood sugar.
It could be. What do you usually eat for lunch?
Usually a sandwich and some chips.
That's probably causing a spike and then a crash. Try pairing your carbs with protein and healthy fats.
Like what?
Add some avocado to your sandwich, or have a handful of nuts with an apple. It helps stabilize your blood sugar.
That makes sense. I'll try that tomorrow.
Also try to avoid sugary drinks and processed foods that can really mess with your blood sugar levels.
Exploring alternative therapies.
I've been feeling really run down lately. I'm thinking of trying something besides traditional medicine.
Like what? Have you considered alternative therapies?
Yeah, maybe acupuncture or aromatherapy. Have you ever tried anything like that?
I tried acupuncture once for back pain. It was surprisingly helpful, actually.
Really? That's encouraging. I'm a little skeptical, but willing to give it a shot.
Do some research first. Find a reputable practitioner and see if it aligns with your needs.
Good point. I'll definitely look into it further. Thanks for the advice.
Managing chronic pain. Dealing with chronic pain is so draining. Some days it's hard to even get out of bed.
I can only imagine. Have you found anything that helps manage it?
I've tried medication, physical therapy, and even some alternative treatments like massage.
Does anything offer lasting relief?
It's a combination of things, really. Pacing myself, staying active when I can, and managing stress.
Stress definitely makes everything worse. Have you tried meditation or mindfulness?
I've dabbled in meditation. I should probably be more consistent with it. It's just hard to find the time and motivation sometimes.
Start small. Even 5 minutes a day can make a difference.
Navigating food allergies and intolerances.
Eating out has become such a minefield. I'm convinced I've developed a food intolerance. Oh no, what makes you say that? I get bloated and uncomfortable after eating certain foods. Dairy, especially. Have you considered getting tested for allergies or intolerances? I haven't yet, but I probably should. It's really affecting my quality of life. Definitely. An elimination diet might also help you pinpoint the culprit. That's a good idea. I'll look into both options. Thanks. No problem. I hope you figure it out soon.
The benefits of spending time in nature.
I've been feeling so stressed lately. I need to find a way to unwind.
Have you tried spending more time in nature? It can be really therapeutic.
I haven't really thought about it. I usually just stay indoors.
Even a short walk in a park can help reduce stress and improve your mood. It's been proven.
Really? I might give that a try. There's a park near my house.
Just being surrounded by green spaces and fresh air can be incredibly calming. It's a natural stress reliever.
Okay, I'm convinced. I'll go for a walk tomorrow morning. Thanks.
The impact of social connection on health. I've been feeling really isolated lately. I think it's starting to affect my health.
Social connection is so important. Loneliness can have a real impact on both physical and mental well-being.
I know. It's just hard to make time for it sometimes. Work and other obligations get in the way.
Even small interactions can make a difference. A quick chat with a neighbor, a phone call to a friend.
That's true. I should make more of an effort to reach out to people.
Maybe join a club or volunteer group. It's a great way to meet new people with shared interests.
That's a good idea. I'll look into some options. Thanks for the encouragement.
The importance of workplace ergonomics. My back is killing me. I think it's from sitting at my desk all day.
You should look into workplace ergonomics. Having your workstation set up correctly can make a huge difference.
Ergonomics? What does that even entail?
Things like adjusting your chair height, monitor position, and keyboard placement to minimize strain.
I guess my monitor is a bit low. I'm always hunching over.
There are guides online that can help you set up your workstation properly, and take frequent breaks to stretch.
I'll definitely look into that. Thanks for the advice. My back will thank you too.
The role of gut health in overall well-being.
I've been reading a lot about gut health and how it impacts everything from mood to immunity.
Really? I've heard bits and pieces, but haven't delved into it.
Apparently, a healthy gut microbiome is crucial. Probiotics and prebiotics are key.
So, like yogurt and fiber?
Exactly. And fermented foods like kimchi and sauerkraut are great too.
Interesting. I might need to incorporate more of those into my diet.
It's worth a try. It's supposed to help with digestion, energy levels, and even mental clarity.
Wow, that's a lot of potential benefits.
Understanding body positivity and self-acceptance.
I'm constantly comparing myself to others online. It's really affecting my self-esteem.
Social media can be tough. It's important to remember that people only show their highlight reels.
I know, but it's hard not to feel inadequate. I wish I could be more body positive.
Body positivity is about accepting and appreciating your body as it is, regardless of societal standards.
Easier said than done, right?
Start by focusing on what your body can do rather than how it looks. Practice self-compassion.
Self-compassion. I like that. I'll try to be kinder to myself. Thanks.
You deserve it. And remember, unfollow accounts that make you feel bad about yourself.
Understanding preventative care. I keep putting off my annual checkup. It feels like such a hassle.
I know it can be inconvenient, but preventative care is really important. It's about catching potential problems early.
Yeah, I know I should. I just always feel healthy, so it seems unnecessary.
But some conditions don't have obvious symptoms in the early stages. Screenings can make a big difference.
That's a good point. What kind of screenings are we talking about?
It depends on your age, gender, and family history. Your doctor can recommend what's appropriate for you.
Okay, I'll make an appointment. Thanks for reminding me. Understanding the circadian rhythm.
I've been trying to figure out why I'm always so tired, even when I get enough sleep.
Could be your circadian rhythm is off. Are you consistent with your sleep schedule?
Not really, no. It varies a lot depending on my work schedule and social life.
That could be it. Your body thrives on routine. Try going to bed and waking up around the same time each day.
Even on weekends?
Ideally, yes. Light exposure in the morning also helps regulate it.
Okay, I'll try to be more disciplined. Thanks for the tip.
Comparing different types of meditation apps.
I want to get into meditation, but I'm not sure where to start. Have you used any apps?
Yeah, I've tried a few. Headspace and Calm are pretty popular.
What's the difference between them?
Headspace has more of a structured, guided approach. Calm has a wider range of sounds and stories.
Are they expensive?
They both have free trials and some free content, but the full versions are subscription-based.
I think I'll try the free trials and see which one I prefer.
That's a good idea. There are also apps like Insight Timer, which have a lot of free content from different teachers. Comparing different types of sleep trackers.
I'm thinking of getting a sleep tracker. Which one would you recommend?
It depends on what you're looking for. Fitbit is good for overall activity and sleep tracking.
What about more detailed sleep analysis?
Something like the Oura Ring or a dedicated sleep tracker might be better. They track things like heart rate variability.
Are they accurate?
They're not perfect, but they can give you a good idea of your sleep patterns and how long you're in each stage.
I'll look into those. I'm mostly interested in tracking my sleep stages.
Just remember that they're tools to help you understand your sleep, not diagnose problems. If you have concerns, see a doctor.
Debating the merits of meal replacement shakes.
I've been thinking about trying meal replacement shakes for breakfast. They seem so convenient.
I've tried them before. They're quick, but I worry about getting enough fiber and whole foods.
That's a good point. I guess it depends on the shake's ingredients, right?
Definitely. Look for ones with added fiber and protein and minimal sugar.
What about long-term? Can you really replace meals consistently with them?
I think it's better as a supplement, not a full replacement. You miss out on the joy of real food.
True, that's a valid point. Maybe just for busy mornings then.
Exactly. Occasional use is probably fine. Just don't rely on them solely for nutrition.
Discussing the benefits of adaptogens. I've been reading about adaptogens. They sound almost too good to be true.
I've been taking ashwagandha for a few months. I think it helps with my stress levels.
What exactly are adaptogens supposed to do?
They're supposed to help your body adapt to stress, both physical and mental.
Are there any side effects?
Some people experience mild digestive issues. It's always best to talk to a doctor before starting anything new.
That's a good point. I'll do some more research and maybe talk to my doctor.
Definitely. They can be helpful, but it's important to use them responsibly and understand their potential effects.
Discussing the importance of active recovery. I always thought rest meant completely crashing on the couch after a workout.
That's passive recovery. Active recovery, like light walking or stretching, can actually help more.
Really? How so?
It improves blood flow, which helps remove lactic acid and reduces muscle soreness.
So, a brisk walk the day after leg day would be better than doing nothing?
Exactly, or some gentle yoga. Just something to keep the muscles moving.
I'll have to try that. I usually just end up feeling stiff and sore.
Start slow and listen to your body. It makes a big difference in recovery time.
Discussing the pros and cons of standing desks.
I'm considering getting a standing desk. My back's been killing me lately.
I have one. It definitely helps with back pain, but it took some getting used to.
What were the biggest challenges?
My feet and legs were sore at first. You need a good mat.
Good to know. Are there any downsides besides the initial discomfort?
It can be tiring if you stand all day. I switch between standing and sitting.
That makes sense. A sit-stand desk converter might be the way to go then.
Definitely a good option. And remember to take breaks and move around.
Evaluating the effectiveness of blue light blocking glasses.
I've been seeing ads for blue light blocking glasses. Do they actually help with sleep?
I wear them in the evenings. I think they make a subtle difference, but it's hard to say for sure.
What kind did you get?
Just a cheap pair online. I figured I'd try them before investing in anything expensive.
Do you notice a difference in eye strain?
Maybe a little less eye strain, but the biggest benefit is feeling less wired before bed.
I might give them a try then. My sleep has been terrible lately.
It's worth a shot. Just remember they're not a magic bullet. You still need good sleep habits.
Exploring the impact of light exposure on mood.
I feel so much better when it's sunny out. Is there a real connection between light and mood?
Absolutely. Sunlight helps your body produce vitamin D and serotonin, which are both linked to mood regulation.
So, less sunlight equals lower mood?
It can contribute. That's why some people experience seasonal affective disorder (SAD) in the winter.
Is there anything you can do about it?
Light therapy lamps can help. Also, making sure you get enough vitamin D through diet or supplements.
I'll look into a light therapy lamp. Thanks for the tip.
You're welcome. Even small changes, like opening your curtains and getting outside for a few minutes each day, can make a difference. Exploring the use of essential oils for relaxation.
I've been hearing a lot about essential oils for relaxation. Do they really work?
I find them helpful. Lavender and chamomile are my go-tos for calming down.
How do you use them?
I use a diffuser mostly, or sometimes add a few drops to a bath.
Are there any risks involved?
Some people are sensitive to certain oils, so it's best to test a small area first, and don't ingest them.
Good to know. I might try lavender in a diffuser then.
Start with a small amount and see how you feel. It can really help create a relaxing atmosphere.
Sharing experiences with digital detox challenges.
I'm thinking of doing a digital detox. I feel like I'm constantly glued to my phone.
I tried one last month. It was harder than I thought, but ultimately worth it.
What was the hardest part?
The initial FOMO and feeling disconnected. But I quickly found other things to do.
What did you do instead?
Read books, went for walks, spent more time with friends and family. Actually talked to people.
That sounds amazing. I might start with just a few hours a day.
That's a great approach. Baby steps are key. Even a little bit can make a difference. Discussing the benefits of cold showers.
I heard cold showers are good for you. Have you ever tried them?
Cold showers? That sounds awful. What are the benefits?
Apparently, they can boost your immune system, improve circulation, and even elevate your mood.
Really? I'm skeptical, but I could use an immune system boost.
I tried it once. It's definitely a shock at first, but you get used to it.
I might try ending my regular shower with a short burst of cold water. Baby steps!
Exactly. Start small and see how you feel. No need to jump right in. Discussing the importance of eye health.
I think I need to get my eyes checked. I've been getting headaches lately.
Yeah, you should. When was the last time you had an eye exam?
It's been a few years, I think. I spend so much time staring at screens.
Me too. Digital eye strain is a real thing. Make sure to take breaks and look away from your screen every 20 minutes.
Good reminder. I'll book an appointment this week. Eye health is easy to neglect.
Exactly. And regular exams can detect other health issues too.
That's a good point. Thanks for the encouragement.
Discussing the importance of regular health screenings. I just scheduled my annual checkup. It's a pain but necessary.
Yeah, I keep putting mine off. What screenings are you getting?
The usual: blood pressure, cholesterol, and since I'm over 40, a mammogram.
Right. I should really schedule a physical. It's been too long.
Early detection is key for so many things. It's worth the time and discomfort.
You're right. I'll make an appointment this week. Thanks for the reminder.
No problem. We all need a little nudge sometimes. Exploring the benefits of Tai Chi.
Have you ever tried Tai Chi? I've heard it's really good for you.
I haven't, but I've always been curious. What are the benefits exactly?
Apparently it's great for balance, flexibility, and reducing stress. It's low impact too.
That sounds appealing. My balance isn't the best, and stress is a constant issue.
There are classes at the community center. Maybe we could check one out?
That's a great idea. I'm always looking for new ways to de-stress and improve my physical health.
Me too! Plus, it could be a fun way to exercise without feeling like you're really working out.
Exploring the use of essential oils for relaxation.
I've been trying to find ways to relax more. Have you used essential oils?
Yes, I love them. Lavender is my go-to for relaxation. I diffuse it before bed.
I've heard about lavender. Are there any others you recommend?
Chamomile and sandalwood are also great for calming the mind. You can also add a few drops to a warm bath.
That sounds lovely. Where do you usually buy your essential oils?
I get mine from a local health food store. Just make sure they're pure and high quality.
Good to know. I'll look into it. Thanks for the tips.
Managing errands and physical activity. I'm trying to be more active, but it's hard to fit it in with all my errands.
I know what you mean. I try to walk or bike for short errands whenever possible.
That's a good idea. I usually just drive everywhere out of habit.
Or park further away from the store entrance. Every little bit helps.
True. I could also take the stairs instead of the elevator.
Exactly. It's about finding small ways to incorporate movement into your daily routine.
I'll try to be more mindful of that. Thanks for the tips.
Sharing experiences with plant-based eating.
I've been trying to incorporate more plant-based meals into my diet.
Oh, interesting. How's that going?
It's been a learning curve, but I'm enjoying it. I feel more energetic.
That's great. I've thought about it, but I'm worried about getting enough protein.
There are tons of plant-based protein sources: lentils, beans, tofu, quinoa. It just takes some research.
That's true. Maybe I'll start with 1 or 2 plant-based meals a week.
That's a great way to ease into it. I can share some recipes if you'd like.
That would be fantastic, thanks. I'm always looking for new ideas.
The impact of processed foods.
I've been trying to cut back on processed foods lately. It's harder than I thought.
Tell me about it. They're everywhere and so convenient. What are you finding difficult?
Just the sheer amount of them. And they're often cheaper and quicker to prepare.
That's true. I've found reading labels helps. You'd be surprised how much added sugar and salt is in things.
Good point. I need to start paying more attention to the ingredients list.
Definitely. Focus on whole foods when you can. Fruits, vegetables, lean proteins.
Yeah, I'm trying to incorporate more of those. It's a gradual process, I guess.
Exactly. Small changes add up over time. Don't get discouraged.
The importance of social support networks.
I've been feeling a bit down lately. I think I need to reconnect with my friends.
That's a good idea. Social connection is so important for our well-being.
It's easy to get caught up in work and forget to nurture those relationships.
Definitely. I try to schedule regular catch-ups with my friends, even if it's just a quick phone call.
I should do that. Maybe I'll organize a game night this weekend.
That sounds fun. Having a strong support system can make a huge difference in how we cope with stress and challenges.
You're absolutely right. I'm going to prioritize my friendships more.
Understanding blood sugar fluctuations.
I feel so tired after lunch sometimes. I think my blood sugar is spiking and then crashing.
That's a common problem. What do you usually eat for lunch?
Often something quick and easy, like a sandwich or pasta.
Those are often high in refined carbs, which can cause blood sugar spikes. Try pairing them with protein and healthy fats.
Like what? Maybe some nuts or avocado?
Exactly. Or a salad with grilled chicken or fish. It helps to slow down the absorption of sugar.
I'll try that. It's so frustrating feeling sluggish in the afternoon.
Small changes can make a big difference. Also, try to avoid sugary drinks.
Coping with information overload. I'm feeling so overwhelmed with health information online. It's hard to know what's credible.
I know, it's a minefield. I try to stick to reputable sources like the CDC or NIH.
That's a good idea. I get sucked into random articles and end up more confused.
Me too. I also try to cross-reference information from multiple sources before believing anything.
That's smart. And maybe limiting my time spent researching would help too.
Definitely. Unplugging and focusing on what you sock and socks control is key.
You're right. I'll try to be more mindful about where I get my information and how much time I spend on it.
Coping with seasonal depression.
I always feel so down in the winter. I think it's seasonal depression.
I understand. Getting enough sunlight is crucial. Try to go outside during the day, even if it's just for a short walk.
That's hard when it's so cold and dark.
I know. A light therapy lamp can also help. And make sure you're staying active and eating healthy.
I've heard about those lamps. Do they really work?
They can for some people. It's worth a try. And don't hesitate to talk to a therapist if you're struggling.
Thanks, I appreciate the advice. I'll look into a light therapy lamp.
Of course. Remember, you're not alone, and things will get better. Dealing with morning sickness.
I'm in my first trimester and the morning sickness is terrible. Any tips?
Oh, I remember that. Try eating small, frequent meals instead of large ones.
I've heard that. What else helped you?
Ginger ale or ginger candies were lifesavers. Also, avoid strong smells that trigger nausea.
Good point about the smells. I'll try the ginger too. Anything else I should know?
Rest when you need to. Fatigue can make nausea worse. And talk to your doctor if it's severe.
Thanks, that's really helpful. I appreciate it.
Discussing joint pain relief.
My joints have been so achy lately, especially my knees. Do you have any tips for relief?
I've had similar issues. Gentle exercises like swimming or cycling can help lubricate the joints.
That sounds good. I can't do high-impact activities.
Also consider trying supplements like glucosamine and chondroitin. They've helped some people.
I've heard of those. Are they safe?
Generally, yes, but it's always best to check with your doctor first. And make sure you're maintaining a healthy weight to reduce stress on your joints.
Weight management is definitely something I need to work on. Thanks for the suggestions.
Improving air quality at home.
I've been reading about how bad indoor air quality can be. What can I do to improve it at home?
Opening windows regularly is a good start, even in the winter for a short time.
That makes sense. What else?
An air purifier with a HEPA filter can remove pollutants. Also, avoid using harsh cleaning products.
I do use a lot of cleaning products. What are some healthier alternatives?
Vinegar and baking soda are great for many cleaning tasks. And consider getting some houseplants. They help filter the air.
Houseplants, I love that idea. Thanks for the tips. Managing back pain at home. My back has been killing me lately. Any home remedies you recommend?
Definitely try gentle stretches. Cat-cow and child's pose are great for back pain.
Okay, I can try those. What else?
Heat or ice can help. Alternate them to see what works best for you. Also, make sure you have good posture.
Posture is probably a big issue. I'm always hunched over my computer.
Yeah, try setting reminders to sit up straight and take breaks to walk around. If it persists, see a doctor or physical therapist.
Good advice, thanks. I'll give those a shot.
Managing sugar withdrawal.
I'm trying to cut back on sugar, but the cravings are intense.
It's tough. Try replacing sugary snacks with fruits or nuts. The natural sugars and fiber can help.
I'll try that. Anything else to help with the withdrawal symptoms?
Stay hydrated. Sometimes thirst is mistaken for sugar cravings. And make sure you're getting enough sleep.
Sleep is definitely an issue. I'll prioritize that.
Also, don't go cold turkey. Gradually reduce your sugar intake to minimize withdrawal effects.
That's a good point. Thanks for the advice.
You got this. It gets easier over time.
Mindful movement integration.
I'm trying to be more active, but I hate going to the gym.
Have you considered incorporating mindful movement into your daily routine?
Mindful movement? What's that?
It's about paying attention to your body and moving with intention, like taking the stairs instead of the elevator, or stretching while you're waiting for the kettle to boil.
Oh, I see. So it's not necessarily about structured exercise?
Not at all. It's about finding ways to move your body throughout the day, even in small ways.
That sounds much more manageable than hitting the gym. I might actually be able to stick with that.
Exactly. Start small and gradually increase the amount of movement you incorporate.
The power of gratitude journaling.
I've been feeling a bit down lately. Someone suggested gratitude journaling. Have you tried it?
I have. It sounds cheesy, but it really does help shift your perspective.
What do you usually write about?
Anything, really. Small things like a sunny day or a good cup of coffee, or bigger things like my family and friends.
So it's just focusing on the positive things in your life?
Exactly. It's a reminder of what you already have, even when things are tough.
I think I'll give it a try. Thanks for the suggestion.
No problem. I hope it helps you feel a little brighter.
Understanding cholesterol levels. I just got my cholesterol results back, and I'm a little confused by the numbers.
It can be confusing. Basically, you want your LDL bad cholesterol to be low and your HDL good cholesterol to be high.
Okay, that makes sense. What about triglycerides?
Those should also be low. High triglycerides can increase your risk of heart disease.
So, how do I improve my numbers?
Diet and exercise are key. Reduce saturated and trans fats, eat plenty of fiber, and get regular physical activity.
I'll focus on those things. Thanks for explaining it so clearly.
No problem. And talk to your doctor about any concerns or if you need medication.
Building a support system for wellness.
I'm trying to make some lifestyle changes, but I feel like I'm doing it all alone. How important is having a support system?
It's incredibly important. Having people who understand and encourage you can make a huge difference.
But how do I build one? I don't want to burden my friends.
You're not burdening them. Start by sharing your goals with your close friends and family. You might be surprised by how supportive they are.
Okay, I can try that. What if they're not interested?
Then look for online communities or local groups focused on health and wellness. Finding like-minded people can be really motivating.
That's a great idea. I'll look into that.
And remember, a support system can also include professionals like therapists, coaches, or dietitians.
Choosing the right exercise gear.
I'm finally getting back into exercising, but I'm overwhelmed by all the different types of workout gear. Where do I even start?
The most important thing is to have comfortable and supportive shoes specific to your activity. Running shoes for running, cross trainers for general workouts, etc.
Okay, shoes first. What about clothing?
Choose breathable, moisture-wicking fabrics. Avoid cotton, which can get heavy and uncomfortable when you sweat.
Good to know. Any other essentials?
A good sports bra, if you're a woman, and maybe a fitness tracker to monitor your progress. But start with the basics and add more as you go.
That sounds manageable. Thanks for simplifying it for me.
No problem. Remember, comfort and functionality are key.
Combating afternoon slump.
Ugh, I always hit a wall around 3 p.m. Any tips for beating the afternoon slump?
I used to struggle with that too. Now I make sure to get up and move every hour, even if it's just a quick walk around the office.
That's a good idea. I usually just reach for another coffee.
Coffee can help temporarily, but it often leads to a bigger crash later. Try a healthy snack like nuts or fruit instead.
Okay, I'll try that. Any specific fruits you recommend?
Apples and bananas are great because they have natural sugars and fiber for sustained energy.
Perfect. I'll stock up. Thanks for the advice.
No problem. And don't forget to drink plenty of water. Dehydration can worsen fatigue.
Creating a relaxing morning routine.
I always feel so rushed and stressed in the mornings. How can I create a more relaxing routine?
Start by waking up just 15 to 30 minutes earlier. It makes a huge difference.
That sounds hard, but I guess it's worth a try. What should I do with that extra time?
Avoid checking your phone or email first thing. Instead, try some gentle stretching, meditation, or journaling.
Journaling? I've never tried that.
It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Just write down a few things you're grateful for or your intentions for the day.
Okay, I can try that. Anything else?
Enjoy a healthy breakfast and a cup of tea or coffee in a quiet space. Avoid rushing through it. Incorporating herbs and spices for health.
I've been reading about the health benefits of herbs and spices, but I'm not sure how to incorporate them into my diet.
It's easier than you think. Start by adding turmeric to your smoothies or curries. It's a powerful anti-inflammatory.
Turmeric, okay. What else?
Ginger is great for digestion and nausea. Add it to your tea or stir fries.
I love ginger tea. What about spices for immunity?
Garlic and oregano are excellent for boosting your immune system. Use them liberally in your cooking.
So, basically, just experiment and add them to everything?
Pretty much. Just be mindful of any allergies or sensitivities you might have.
Navigating restaurant menus healthily.
I'm trying to eat healthier, but eating out is so difficult. Any tips for navigating restaurant menus?
Definitely. Start by looking for grilled, baked, or steamed options instead of fried.
That makes sense. What about sauces and dressings?
Ask for them on the side so you can control how much you use. Also, choose vinaigrette-based dressings over creamy ones.
Good idea. And portion sizes are always huge.
Consider ordering an appetizer as your main course, or splitting an entree with a friend. You can also ask for a to-go box right away, and pack half of your meal before you start eating.
Those are all really helpful tips. Thanks.
You're welcome. And don't be afraid to ask the server about ingredients or modifications.
Practicing active listening for better communication. I've noticed I'm not always the best listener. How can I improve my active listening skills, especially when discussing health concerns with my doctor?
Active listening is key. Start by giving the speaker your full attention, making eye contact, and minimizing distractions.
Okay, focus and eye contact. Got it.
Then try to understand their perspective by asking clarifying questions and summarizing what they've said.
So, repeating back what I think they mean?
Exactly. And avoid interrupting or formulating your response while they're still talking. Let them finish their thought.
That's a tough one. I tend to jump in.
It takes practice. And show empathy by acknowledging their feelings, even if you don't agree with them. Setting realistic wellness goals.
I always set really ambitious wellness goals, but I never seem to stick to them. Any advice?
The key is to set realistic and achievable goals. Start small and gradually increase the challenge.
Like, instead of saying, I'm going to work out every day, say, I'm going to work out 3 times a week.
Exactly! And make your goals specific and measurable. Instead of, I want to eat healthier, say, I will eat 1 serving of vegetables with every meal.
That makes sense. How do I stay motivated?
Track your progress and reward yourself when you reach milestones. But make sure the rewards are healthy too.
Good point. No celebrating with a pizza.
Haha, exactly. And be kind to yourself. If you slip up, don't give up. Just get back on track the next day.
Staying motivated during winter. I always find it so hard to stay motivated to be healthy during the winter. It's cold and dark, and all I want to do is hibernate.
I totally understand. One thing that helps me is finding indoor activities I enjoy. Swimming, indoor rock climbing, or even just dancing to music.
That's a good idea. I usually just stick to my couch.
Also, try to get as much natural light as possible. Open your curtains, go for a walk during lunchtime, or consider a light therapy lamp.
A light therapy lamp? I've heard of those.
Yeah, they can help with seasonal affective disorder. And don't forget about vitamin D supplements, especially during the winter months.
Right, vitamin D. I always forget about that.
And plan social activities. Connecting with friends and family can boost your mood and keep you from feeling isolated.
Understanding the importance of a balanced diet.
Everyone talks about a balanced diet, but what does that really mean? It feels so overwhelming.
It basically means eating a variety of foods from all the food groups in the right proportions.
Okay, like what? Give me some examples.
Plenty of fruits and vegetables, whole grains, lean protein, and healthy fats. Think colorful plates.
So not just salads all the time.
Definitely not. Salads are great, but you also need carbohydrates for energy and protein for muscle building.
What about treats? Can I still have those?
Of course. A balanced diet isn't about deprivation. It's about moderation. Enjoy your treats in small amounts and less frequently.
Building a support system for wellness.
I'm trying to make some lifestyle changes, but I'm finding it hard to do it alone.
It's definitely easier with support. Do you have friends or family who are also interested in healthy living?
Not really. Most of them are pretty set in their ways.
Have you considered joining a fitness class or a support group? You could meet like-minded people there.
That's a good idea. I've been thinking about trying a yoga class.
Perfect. Or even just finding an online community where you can share tips and encouragement.
I hadn't thought about online communities. I'll look into that. Thanks.
You're welcome. Remember, having people who understand and support your goals can make a huge difference. Choosing the right exercise gear.
I'm thinking of getting more serious about running, but I'm not sure what kind of shoes to buy.
Definitely go to a specialty running store and get fitted. They can analyze your gait.
Gait? What's that?
How your foot strikes the ground when you run. Some people overpronate, others supinate. The right shoes can prevent injuries.
Wow, I had no idea it was so complicated. I just thought any old sneakers would do.
Nope. And for clothes, look for moisture-wicking fabrics. They'll keep you cooler and more comfortable.
Good to know. I've been running in cotton t-shirts, which probably isn't ideal.
Cotton absorbs sweat and can get heavy and chafe. Proper gear can make a big difference in your enjoyment and safety. Coping with information overload.
I'm feeling so overwhelmed by health information online. It's hard to know what's true.
I know. It's a minefield. I try to stick to reputable sources like the CDC or NHS websites.
That's a good idea. I get sucked into all the fad diets and miracle cures.
Me too. It's best to talk to your doctor or a registered dietitian before making any big changes.
Definitely. It's tempting to self-diagnose, but it's probably best to seek professional advice.
Exactly. And remember, everyone's different. What works for one person might not work for another.
True. Focusing on basic healthy habits, like eating well and exercising, is probably a good starting point.
Absolutely. Baby steps are better than no steps. And don't believe everything you read online.
Incorporating herbs and spices for health.
I'm trying to eat healthier, and I've heard that herbs and spices can have health benefits.
Absolutely. Many have antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. Turmeric, for example, is great for inflammation.
Turmeric? I've seen that in a lot of recipes lately.
Yeah, add it to curries, soups, or even smoothies. Ginger is also fantastic for digestion and nausea.
I love ginger tea. Are there any others I should know about?
Cinnamon can help regulate blood sugar, and garlic is a natural immune booster.
Wow, that's amazing. So I can basically spice my way to better health?
Well, it's not a magic bullet, but it's a delicious and easy way to add extra nutrients to your diet.
Managing errands and physical activity. I'm finding it hard to fit exercise into my day with all the errands I have to run.
I totally get that. Have you tried incorporating activity into your errands?
What do you mean?
Like walking or biking to the grocery store instead of driving, if it's feasible.
That's a thought. I usually just hop in the car without thinking.
Or parking further away from the entrance and walking the extra distance. Every little bit helps.
That's a really practical idea. I could also take the stairs instead of the elevator at the mall.
Exactly. It's about finding small ways to add movement into your existing routine.
Navigating healthy snacking at work.
I always struggle with snacking at work. The vending machine is so tempting.
I know the feeling. I try to bring my own healthy snacks to avoid that trap.
Like what? I always run out of ideas.
Fruits, vegetables with hummus, nuts, yogurt. Things that are filling and nutritious.
That's a good point. I usually just grab whatever's convenient, which is usually sugary or processed.
Preparation is key. If you have healthy options readily available, you're less likely to reach for junk food.
I'll try prepping some snacks on Sunday. Maybe that will help me stay on track during the week.
It definitely makes a difference. And drink plenty of water throughout the day too. Sometimes we mistake thirst for hunger.
Practicing active listening for better communication.
I feel like I'm not communicating effectively with my doctor. I don't think they're really listening to me.
That's frustrating. Try practicing active listening yourself. It can help you both understand each other better.
Active listening? What does that involve?
Making eye contact, nodding to show you're engaged, and summarizing what they've said to make sure you understand.
Okay, I can try that. But what if they're still not listening to me?
Be assertive but respectful. Clearly state your concerns and ask specific questions. Write them down beforehand if it helps.
That's a good idea. I tend to get flustered and forget what I wanted to ask.
And if you still feel like you're not being heard, consider getting a second opinion. Your health is important. Setting realistic wellness goals.
I always set really ambitious wellness goals, but I never seem to stick to them.
That's a common problem. Try setting smaller, more realistic goals that you can actually achieve.
Like what? I usually aim for working out every day for an hour.
Maybe start with working out 3 times a week for 30 minutes. It's better to be consistent than to burn out quickly.
That makes sense. I always feel discouraged when I miss a day.
Also, focus on 1 or 2 goals at a time. Don't try to overhaul your entire life all at once.
Okay, so maybe just focus on exercising and eating healthier for now.
Exactly, and celebrate your successes along the way. It's important to acknowledge your progress.
Staying motivated during winter.
I always find it so hard to stay motivated to exercise during the winter. It's just so dark and cold.
I feel you. Seasonal affective disorder is a real thing. Have you considered a light therapy lamp?
I've heard of those, but I'm not sure if they actually work.
For many people, they do. Also, try to find indoor activities you enjoy. Swimming, yoga, even just walking around the mall.
That's a good idea. I tend to just hibernate on the couch all winter.
Set small, achievable goals. Even 15 minutes of exercise is better than nothing. And find a workout buddy.
A workout buddy would definitely help with accountability. Thanks for the tips.
No problem. Remember, spring will eventually come. Just hang in there and be kind to yourself.
Understanding the importance of a balanced diet. I'm trying to lose weight, but I'm not sure where to start with my diet.
Focus on a balanced diet, not just cutting calories. Make sure you're getting enough protein, carbohydrates, and healthy fats.
What's the right balance? I'm always confused about that.
It depends on your individual needs, but generally aim for a variety of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean protein, and healthy fats like avocado and nuts.
So, no more cutting out entire food groups?
Unless you have a specific allergy or intolerance, it's usually best to include all food groups in moderation.
That sounds much more sustainable than the extreme diets I've tried in the past.
Exactly. And remember to listen to your body and eat when you're hungry, stopping when you're full. Coping with information overload.
I'm feeling so overwhelmed with health information online, it's hard to know what's true.
I know, it's a constant barrage. I try to stick to reputable sources like the CDC or Mayo Clinic.
That's a good idea. I often get sucked into articles with sensational headlines.
Me too. I also try to cross-reference information from multiple sources before believing anything.
That sounds time-consuming, but probably worth it for accuracy.
It is, but it's better than stressing over misinformation. Focusing on the basics helps too. Sleep, diet, exercise.
True. Sometimes I just need to step away from the screen and go for a walk.
Exactly. Disconnecting is key to managing the overload.
Coping with seasonal depression.
I always feel so down during the winter months. It's really affecting my mood. That sounds like seasonal affective disorder, SAD. Have you considered a light therapy lamp? I've heard of those. Do they actually work? For some people, yes, it mimics sunlight and can help regulate your mood. Also, try to get outside during the day, even if it's cold. That's tough when it's so gloomy. But I guess even a little sunlight is better than none. Exactly. And talk to your doctor. They might recommend other treatments, like medication or therapy. Okay, I will. It's good to know there are options. Definitely. You're not alone, and there are things that can help.
Dealing with morning sickness.
I'm pregnant, and the morning sickness is awful. Any tips?
Oh, I remember that. Try eating small, frequent meals, even if you don't feel like it.
I've heard that. What kind of foods helped you?
Crackers, ginger ale, and anything bland. Also, acupuncture helped me a lot.
Acupuncture. I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah, it's worth a shot. And talk to your doctor about medication if it's really bad.
I will. It's making it hard to function. Thanks for the advice.
No problem. Hang in there. It usually gets better after the first trimester.
Discussing joint pain relief.
My knees have been really bothering me lately. I think it's the weather.
Oh, that's no fun. Have you tried any over-the-counter pain relievers?
Yeah, they help a little, but the pain keeps coming back.
Maybe try some gentle exercises to strengthen the muscles around your knees, like leg lifts or squats.
I'm afraid of making it worse.
Start slowly and listen to your body. Also, heat or ice can help with pain and inflammation. And consider seeing a doctor if it persists.
I might have to. It's interfering with my daily activities.
Definitely get it checked out. There are treatments available to help manage joint pain.
Improving air quality at home. I've been reading about indoor air quality. I'm worried about pollutants in my home.
Me too. I got an air purifier for my bedroom, and it seems to help.
Do they really make a difference?
I think so. Also, opening windows regularly, even for a short time, can improve ventilation.
That's a good point. I tend to keep them closed, especially in winter.
Yeah, but even a few minutes can make a difference. And consider getting some houseplants. They can filter the air.
I love plants. Any recommendations?
Snake plants, spider plants, and peace lilies are all good choices for air purification.
Managing back pain at home.
My back is killing me. I think I slept wrong.
Oh no, that's the worst. Have you tried any stretches?
Just a few. Nothing seems to help much.
Try lying on your back and gently pulling your knees to your chest. Or a gentle spinal twist.
I'll try those. Should I use heat or ice?
Usually ice for the first day or two to reduce inflammation, then switch to heat. And maybe some over-the-counter pain relievers?
Good idea. I'll give it a try. Thanks.
If it doesn't improve after a few days, you might want to see a doctor.
Managing sugar withdrawal.
I'm trying to cut back on sugar, but I'm having terrible withdrawal symptoms. Ugh, I know that feeling. It's tough. Try replacing sugary snacks with healthier options like fruit or nuts. I've tried that, but I still crave sweets. Maybe try gradually reducing your sugar intake instead of going cold turkey. That can lessen the withdrawal effects. That's a good idea. I went all in at once, which was probably a mistake. Yeah, small changes are more sustainable. Also, make sure you're getting enough protein and fiber to keep you full. I'll focus on that. Thanks for the advice. No problem. Just remember it takes time, so be patient with yourself.
Mindful movement integration. I'm trying to be more active, but I hate the gym. Any suggestions?
Have you considered mindful movement, like yoga or Tai Chi?
I've thought about yoga, but I'm not very flexible.
That's okay. It's not about being flexible. It's about connecting with your body and breath.
So it's more about the mental aspect than the physical?
It's a combination. It can reduce stress and improve body awareness while still being a workout.
That sounds appealing. Maybe I'll try a beginner's class.
Definitely give it a try, or even just a short walk, focusing on each step.
The power of gratitude journaling.
I've heard gratitude journaling can improve well-being. Have you tried it?
Yes, I started a few months ago. I write down 3 things I'm grateful for each day.
Does it actually make a difference?
Honestly, yes. It helps me focus on the positive aspects of my life, even when things are tough.
I might give it a shot. I tend to dwell on the negative.
It's a simple habit, but it can shift your perspective. Just start small.
Okay. I'll try to find a nice notebook and begin tonight. Thanks.
No problem. I hope it helps you as much as it's helped me. Understanding cholesterol levels.
I just got my cholesterol results back, and I'm a little confused by the numbers.
It can be confusing. Generally, you want your LDL, bad cholesterol, to be low and your HDL, good cholesterol, to be high.
Okay, I think my LDL is a bit high. What can I do about that?
Diet is key. Focus on foods low in saturated and trans fats and high in fiber.
So, more fruits, vegetables, and whole grains?
Exactly. And regular exercise can also help lower LDL and raise HDL. Talk to your doctor about specific recommendations.
I will. It's good to have a better understanding of what the numbers mean.
Definitely. Knowledge is power when it comes to managing your health.
Building a consistent workout routine.
I always start strong with my workouts, but I can never seem to stick to a routine.
I know the feeling. It's all about finding something you enjoy and making it sustainable.
Easier said than done. I get bored easily.
Try mixing it up. Don't just do the same thing every day. And find a workout buddy to keep you accountable.
A workout buddy is a good idea. I think I'd be less likely to skip if someone was counting on me.
Exactly. Also, start small. Don't try to do too much too soon. Even 15 to 20 minutes a day is better than nothing.
Okay, small and consistent. I can try that.
You got this. Celebrate small victories too.
Coping with seasonal affective disorder.
This winter darkness is really getting to me. I feel so sluggish.
I know what you mean. It sounds like you might be experiencing seasonal affective disorder. Have you considered a light therapy lamp?
I've heard about those. Do they actually work?
For many people, yes. It mimics sunlight and can help regulate your mood. Plus, try to get outside during daylight hours, even if it's just for a short walk.
That's a good idea. I tend to just hibernate.
Small changes can make a big difference. Maybe even consider talking to a doctor if it persists.
I think I will look into the lamp and try to get outside more. Thanks.
No problem. We all need a little extra support during the darker months.
Managing caffeine consumption.
I can't function without my morning coffee. But I think I'm drinking too much.
Caffeine can be a slippery slope. It gives you that initial boost, but then you crash later.
Exactly. And then I need another cup.
Try gradually reducing your intake. Maybe switch to half-caff or herbal tea in the afternoon.
That's a good idea. I'm just worried about the withdrawal headaches.
They can be tough, but they'll pass. Stay hydrated and get enough sleep. You could also try tapering down slowly to minimize the effects.
Okay, gradual reduction and lots of water. I can do that.
You got this. Your body will thank you.
Navigating health information online.
I've been feeling off lately, and I've been Googling my symptoms. It's terrifying.
Oh, I know that rabbit hole. It's so easy to get caught up in worst-case scenarios online.
Exactly. Now I think I have some rare disease.
It's important to remember that not everything you read online is accurate. Stick to reputable sources like the Mayo Clinic or the CDC.
Good point. I was on some random forum.
Yeah, those can be unreliable. And always consult a real doctor for a proper diagnosis.
You're right. I should probably make an appointment.
Definitely. Peace of mind is worth it.
The benefits of deep breathing exercises. I get so stressed out sometimes that I feel like I can't breathe.
Have you ever tried deep breathing exercises? They can be really helpful for calming your nervous system.
I've heard of them, but I don't really know how to do them.
It's simple. Just inhale deeply through your nose, filling your belly with air, and then exhale slowly through your mouth.
Okay, like diaphragmatic breathing?
Exactly. You can do it anywhere, anytime you feel stressed. Even just a few breaths can make a difference.
I'll try that next time I feel overwhelmed. Thanks.
No problem. It's a quick and easy way to manage stress.
The benefits of mindfulness meditation.
I've been hearing a lot about mindfulness meditation. Is it really that helpful?
It can be. It's all about focusing on the present moment without judgment. It helps reduce stress and anxiety.
Sounds complicated. How do you even start?
There are apps like Headspace or Calm that can guide you through it. Or you can just find a quiet space and focus on your breath.
Just focusing on my breath? That seems too simple.
It's simple, but not always easy. The goal is to notice when your mind wanders and gently bring it back to your breath.
Okay, I might give it a try. It can't hurt, right?
Exactly. Even 5 minutes a day can make a difference.
The impact of blue light on sleep.
I've been having trouble sleeping lately. I just can't seem to wind down.
Are you using your phone or computer a lot before bed?
Guilty. I usually scroll through social media for at least an hour.
That blue light emitted from screens can really mess with your sleep cycle. It suppresses melatonin production.
Melatonin? What's that?
It's a hormone that regulates sleep. Try using a blue light filter on your devices or avoiding screens altogether an hour or two before bed.
I'll try that. It'll be hard, but sleep is important.
You got this. There are also blue light blocking glasses you could try.
The importance of regular dental checkups.
I haven't been to the dentist in ages. I know I should go, but I hate it. I understand. But regular checkups are so important for preventing problems down the road. Think of it as an investment in your overall health. What kind of problems can they prevent? Cavities, gum disease, even oral cancer. And gum disease has been linked to other health issues like heart disease. Okay, you're scaring me a little. I'm not trying to scare you, just emphasize the importance. Plus, a professional cleaning can make your teeth feel so much better. True, I do like that clean feeling. Exactly. Make an appointment, you'll feel better knowing you did.
Understanding the importance of eye exams.
My vision seems fine, so I don't really see the point in getting regular eye exams.
It's about more than just vision. Eye exams can detect other health problems, like diabetes or high blood pressure.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, the blood vessels in your eyes can provide clues about your overall health. Plus, early detection of eye diseases like glaucoma is crucial for preventing vision loss.
Okay, that makes sense. I guess I should schedule an appointment.
Definitely. It's recommended to get a comprehensive eye exam every 1 to 2 years, depending on your age and risk factors.
I'll look into that. Thanks for the information.
No problem. Better safe than sorry when it comes to your eyes.
Understanding vitamin D deficiency.
I've been feeling really tired and achy lately. I wonder what's wrong.
Have you had your vitamin D levels checked? Deficiency is pretty common, especially in the winter.
Vitamin D? I thought that was just for bones.
It's important for bone health, but it also plays a role in immune function, mood, and energy levels.
Wow, I didn't know that. How do you get enough?
Sunlight is the best source, but many people need to supplement, especially during the colder months. Talk to your doctor about the right dosage for you.
I definitely will. Thanks for the tip.
No problem. It's a simple blood test to check.
Combating digital eye strain.
My eyes have been so tired lately. I think it's all the time I spend looking at screens. I know the feeling. Digital eye strain is a real problem. Have you tried the 20-20-20 rule? The what now? Every 20 minutes, look at something 20 feet away for 20 seconds. It helps relax your eye muscles. It sounds simple enough. I'll give it a shot. Anything else? Adjusting your screen brightness and font size can also make a big difference. And blinking more often. Good point about blinking. I definitely forget to do that. Thanks for the tips.
Managing seasonal allergies.
My allergies are acting up again. It must be spring.
Tell me about it. My eyes are so itchy. Are you taking anything?
Just over-the-counter antihistamines, but they make me so drowsy.
Have you tried nasal sprays? Some of them work really well without the drowsiness.
No, I haven't. What kind do you recommend?
Look for ones with fluticasone or budesonide. They take a few days to start working, but they're very effective.
Okay, I'll check those out. Thanks for the advice.
Navigating health insurance options. I'm so confused about health insurance. Open enrollment is coming up, and I don't know where to start.
It can be overwhelming. First, understand the difference between an HMO and a PPO. HMOs usually require a primary care physician referral.
Okay, that's helpful. What about deductibles and copays?
Deductibles are what you pay out of pocket before your insurance starts covering costs. Copays are fixed amounts you pay for certain services.
So a higher deductible means lower monthly premiums?
Generally, yes, but you'll pay more upfront when you need care. Consider your healthcare needs when choosing a plan.
This is making a little more sense now. Thanks for breaking it down.
The benefits of proper posture.
I keep getting headaches, and I think it might be related to my posture.
That's definitely possible. Poor posture can strain your neck and back muscles, leading to headaches.
What can I do to improve it?
Be mindful of how you're sitting and standing. Keep your shoulders relaxed and your back straight. Imagine a string pulling you up from the crown of your head.
Easier said than done when I'm sitting at my desk all day.
Set reminders to check your posture throughout the day. You can also adjust your workstation to be more ergonomic.
Like raising my monitor to eye level?
Exactly. And make sure your chair provides good lumbar support.
The importance of regular stretching. I've been feeling so stiff lately, especially in my back.
You should try incorporating more stretching into your day. It can really help with flexibility and reduce muscle tension.
I know I should, but I never seem to have the time.
Even just a few minutes of stretching can make a difference. You can do it while you're watching TV or waiting for your coffee to brew.
What are some good stretches for back pain?
Cat-cow stretches and child's pose are great for the lower back. Also, try stretching your hamstrings, as tight hamstrings can contribute to back pain.
Okay, I'll try those. Thanks for the suggestions.
The role of sunlight in health.
I've been feeling really down lately. It's probably because it's been so gloomy outside.
Sunlight plays a huge role in our mood and overall health. It helps our bodies produce vitamin D, which is essential for many functions.
I've heard about vitamin D. What does it do?
It supports bone health, immune function, and even mental well-being. Lack of sunlight can lead to vitamin D deficiency.
So, what can I do when it's cloudy all the time?
Try to get outside during the brightest part of the day, even if it's just for a short walk. You can also consider taking a vitamin D supplement.
That's a good idea. I'll talk to my doctor about a supplement. Thanks.
Understanding food labels. I'm trying to eat healthier, but I'm so confused by food labels.
They can be tricky. Start by looking at the serving size. Everything else on the label is based on that.
Okay, good point. What about the calories?
Pay attention to the calories per serving, especially if you're watching your weight. Also, check the amount of fat, sugar, and sodium.
What's considered a lot of sugar?
Generally, aim for less than 5 grams of added sugar per serving. And look at the ingredients list. The ingredients are listed in order of quantity.
So, if sugar is one of the first ingredients, it's probably not a healthy choice.
Exactly. It takes practice, but you'll get the hang of it.
Understanding the importance of foot care. My feet are killing me. I think I need new shoes.
It could be more than just shoes. Foot care is often overlooked, but it's crucial for overall well-being.
Really? I just thought it was about pedicures.
It's about proper hygiene, comfortable shoes, and addressing issues like blisters or fungal infections promptly.
I do get blisters pretty easily. What can I do about that?
Make sure your shoes fit well and wear moisture-wicking socks. You can also use blister bandages as a preventative measure.
Good to know. I'll pay more attention to my feet from now on.
And if you have any persistent pain or problems, see a podiatrist. Understanding the importance of listening to your body.
I pushed myself too hard at the gym yesterday, and now I'm really sore.
That's a good reminder to listen to your body. It's important to know your limits and not overdo it.
I always think I can do more than I actually can.
We all do that sometimes, but ignoring pain signals can lead to injuries. Pay attention to how your body feels during exercise and rest when you need to.
What if I'm just feeling a little tired?
That's different from pain, but even fatigue is a sign that your body needs rest. Don't push through exhaustion, you'll just burn out.
So, it's about finding a balance between challenging myself and being kind to my body.
Exactly. It's a skill that takes practice, but it's essential for long-term health and well-being.
Understanding the importance of oral hygiene.
I went to the dentist and found out I have a cavity. I thought I was brushing enough.
Brushing is important, but so is flossing, and using mouthwash can help too.
I always skip flossing. It's so tedious.
I know, but it removes plaque and food particles from between your teeth, where your toothbrush can't reach. That's where cavities often start.
Okay, you've convinced me. I'll start flossing more regularly.
Aim for at least once a day. And make sure you're brushing for 2 minutes, twice a day, with fluoride toothpaste.
2 minutes? I usually just brush for, 30 seconds.
That's not enough. Set a timer to make sure you're brushing for the full 2 minutes.
Coping with information overload.
I'm feeling so overwhelmed by health information online. It's hard to know what's true.
I know exactly what you mean. There's so much conflicting advice. Where are you usually getting your info?
Mostly just random articles and social media posts. I think that's the problem.
Definitely. Try sticking to reputable sources like the CDC or Mayo Clinic, and talk to your doctor about anything you're unsure of.
That's a good idea. I should probably avoid Dr. Google.
Exactly, and maybe limit your time searching for health info. Set a timer or something.
That's a smart approach. Thanks. I'll try that.
Coping with seasonal depression. I always feel so down during the winter months. I think I might have seasonal depression.
I'm sorry to hear that. It's a real thing. Have you talked to a doctor about it?
Not yet, but I'm considering it. What helps you get through it?
Light therapy can be really effective. A special lamp that mimics sunlight.
I've heard about those. Do they really work?
They do for me. And try to get outside as much as possible, even on cloudy days. Exercise helps too.
That makes sense. I'll try to be more proactive about getting outside. Thanks.
You're welcome. Remember, it's okay to ask for help if you need it.
Dealing with morning sickness.
I'm so nauseous. I think I'm experiencing morning sickness.
Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. It's tough. Have you tried anything to help?
Just ginger ale, but it's not really working. I'm constantly feeling sick.
Try eating small, frequent meals. An empty stomach can make it worse. And bland foods like crackers or toast.
Good idea. I'll try that. Any other tips?
Some people find relief with acupressure bands or ginger candies, and get plenty of rest.
I'll look into those. Thanks for the advice. I appreciate it.
Of course, and talk to your doctor if it gets too severe.
Discussing joint pain relief.
My knees have been killing me lately. I think it's arthritis.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I have some joint pain too. What are you doing for it?
Just over-the-counter pain relievers, but they only help temporarily.
Have you tried glucosamine and chondroitin supplements? Some people find them helpful.
I've heard of those. Do they really work?
It's different for everyone. And gentle exercise, like swimming or walking, can help keep your joints moving.
That's a good idea. I should probably be more active. Thanks for the suggestions.
You're welcome. And if the pain is severe, definitely see a doctor.
Improving air quality at home.
I've been feeling really congested lately. I think it might be the air quality in my apartment.
That's definitely possible. What have you done to improve it?
Nothing, really. I just open the windows sometimes.
Consider getting an air purifier. They can remove a lot of pollutants.
That's a good idea. Are they expensive?
They range in price. You can find decent ones for a reasonable amount. Also, make sure to change your air filters regularly.
Okay, I'll look into air purifiers and check my filters. Thanks for the tip.
No problem. Also, plants can help, but they're not as effective as a purifier. Managing back pain at home.
My back is killing me. I think I pulled something.
Oh, that's awful. Have you tried anything for it?
Just some over-the-counter pain relievers, but they're not doing much.
Try alternating between ice and heat. Ice for the first day or two to reduce inflammation, then heat to relax the muscles.
Okay, I'll try that. How long should I apply each?
About 15 to 20 minutes at a time, and gentle stretching can help too, but don't push it.
Good to know. Thanks. I'll try to take it easy and not overdo it.
Definitely. And if it doesn't improve in a few days, see a doctor.
Managing sugar withdrawal. I'm trying to cut back on sugar, but I'm having terrible headaches and cravings.
That's sugar withdrawal. It's tough. How much sugar were you consuming before?
Probably way too much. Soda, candy, processed foods, the works.
Try cutting back gradually instead of going cold turkey. And drink plenty of water.
Gradually? I thought it was better to just rip the Band-Aid off.
For some people, maybe. But gradual reduction can minimize the withdrawal symptoms. And focus on whole foods.
Okay, I'll try that. Maybe I can start by cutting out soda first.
That's a great start. And be patient with yourself. It takes time.
Thanks for the encouragement.
Mindful movement integration.
I'm trying to be more active, but I hate the gym. Any suggestions?
Have you considered mindful movement? It's less about intense workouts and more about connecting with your body.
Mindful movement? What does that even mean?
Things like yoga, tai chi, or even just paying attention to your body while you walk, focusing on your breath and how your body feels.
So it's more about awareness than exertion?
Exactly. It's about finding movement you enjoy and connecting with your body in the process.
That sounds a lot more appealing than running on a treadmill. I'll look into it.
Give it a try. Even short sessions can make a difference. The power of gratitude practices.
I've been feeling a bit down lately. I heard practicing gratitude can help. Have you tried it?
I have. It sounds cheesy, but it really does make a difference. I keep a gratitude journal.
A journal? What do you write in it?
Just a few things I'm grateful for each day. Big or small, doesn't matter. Like a sunny day or a good cup of coffee.
That sounds simple enough. Does it really change your mood?
It shifts my perspective, definitely. It helps me focus on the positive things in my life, even when things are tough.
I think I'll give it a shot. Thanks for the suggestion.
No problem. Even just thinking about what you're grateful for can help.
Understanding cholesterol levels. I just got my cholesterol results back, and I'm a little confused.
What are you unsure about?
My doctor said my LDL is high, but my HDL is good. What does that even mean?
LDL is the bad cholesterol that can clog your arteries. HDL is the good cholesterol that helps remove it.
So, high LDL is bad and high HDL is good?
Generally, yes. Your doctor will look at the ratio between the two and your overall risk factors.
Risk factors like what?
Things like family history, smoking, high blood pressure, and diabetes.
Okay, that makes more sense. I need to talk to my doctor about all of this.
Combating social isolation.
I've been feeling really lonely lately. I don't get out much.
That's tough. Social isolation can really impact your mental and physical health.
I know. I just don't know where to start to change things.
Maybe try joining a club or group that aligns with your interests. It's a good way to meet people with similar passions.
That's a good idea. I used to enjoy hiking.
There are probably hiking groups in your area, or you could volunteer somewhere. That's another way to connect with others and give back.
Volunteering sounds rewarding. Thanks for the suggestions.
Of course, even small steps can make a big difference.
Coping with jet lag.
I'm dreading my trip next week. I always get terrible jet lag. Oh, I used to as well. Have you tried adjusting your sleep schedule a few days before you leave? No, I haven't. Does that actually work? It does for me. I try to shift my bedtime an hour or two earlier each night. That's a good idea. I'll also try to stay hydrated on the flight. Definitely. And try to get some sunlight when you arrive to help reset your body clock. Great tips. Thanks. I'll give them a shot. No problem. I hope it helps you feel better faster.
Intermittent fasting strategies.
I'm thinking about trying intermittent fasting. It sounds like it could be beneficial.
It can be. There are different approaches. Have you researched any particular methods?
I've heard of the 16/8 method, where you eat within an 8-hour window and fast for 16 hours.
That's a popular one. Another is the 5-2 diet, where you eat normally for 5 days and restrict calories for 2 days.
Which one is better?
It depends on your lifestyle and preferences. The 16/8 method is often easier to stick to long-term, but it's crucial to listen to your body and ensure you're still getting enough nutrients during your eating window.
That makes sense. I'll probably start with the 16/8 and see how it goes.
Great. Remember to stay hydrated and focus on whole, unprocessed foods during your eating periods.
Managing sugar cravings.
I have the worst sugar cravings in the afternoon. It's so hard to resist.
I know the feeling. Have you tried having a piece of fruit instead?
Sometimes, but it doesn't always satisfy the craving.
Maybe try pairing it with something like a handful of nuts or a spoonful of peanut butter. The protein and fat can help stabilize your blood sugar.
That's a good idea. I usually just reach for candy.
Also, make sure you're eating enough protein and fiber throughout the day. That can help prevent cravings in the first place.
I'll try to focus on that. Thanks for the tips.
Navigating health anxiety. I've been feeling really anxious lately. I keep thinking I have some serious illness, even though the doctor says I'm fine.
That sounds tough. Health anxiety can be really debilitating.
It is. I spend hours Googling symptoms and worrying.
Have you considered talking to a therapist about it? They can teach you coping mechanisms.
I've thought about it, but I'm not sure where to start.
Your doctor might be able to recommend someone. Or you could look for therapists specializing in anxiety online.
That's a good idea. It's definitely impacting my quality of life.
It's worth exploring. Remember, you're not alone in feeling this way.
The benefits of forest bathing. I've been feeling really stressed lately and looking for ways to de-stress.
Have you ever heard of forest bathing?
Forest bathing? Is that like taking a shower in the woods?
Haha, not exactly. It's about immersing yourself in nature and engaging all your senses. Just being present in the forest can have amazing benefits.
Like what kind of benefits?
It can lower your blood pressure, reduce stress hormones, and even boost your immune system.
Wow, that sounds amazing. I should definitely try it.
It's a great way to reconnect with nature and yourself.
The importance of regular breaks. I've been feeling so burnt out lately. I work through lunch and barely leave my desk.
That's a recipe for disaster. You really need to take regular breaks.
I know, but I feel like I have so much to do.
Even just 5 to 10 minutes every hour can make a huge difference. Get up, stretch, walk around.
I guess I could try setting a timer.
Definitely. And try to step away from your computer screen completely, look out the window, listen to music.
That sounds much better than staring at spreadsheets all day.
Exactly. Your productivity will actually increase if you take breaks. The role of probiotics.
I've been having some digestive issues lately. I've heard probiotics can help, but I'm not really sure what they are.
Probiotics are live microorganisms that are beneficial for your gut health. They help balance the bacteria in your digestive system.
So where do you get them?
You can get them from certain foods like yogurt, kefir, and sauerkraut. You can also take them as supplements.
Are there any side effects?
Some people experience mild bloating or gas when they first start taking them, but it usually goes away. It's always a good idea to talk to your doctor before starting any new supplement.
Good point. I'll definitely do that.
They can be really helpful for some people, but it's important to find the right strain for your specific needs.
Understanding blood pressure readings.
I went to the doctor today and my blood pressure was a little high. I'm a bit worried. What were the numbers? Do you know what they mean? It was 130 over 85. I know the top number is systolic and the bottom is diastolic, but that's about it. Okay, so generally, below 120/80ths is considered normal. 130/85ths is elevated, but not drastically high. So what should I do? Your doctor probably gave you some advice. Usually it involves lifestyle changes like diet and exercise. Yeah, they mentioned cutting back on salt and trying to exercise more. That's a good starting point. Consistent effort will make a difference.
Understanding the glycemic index.
I'm trying to eat healthier, and I keep hearing about the glycemic index. What exactly is it? It's a measure of how quickly a food raises your blood sugar levels. So, a higher number means it's worse for you? Generally, yes. Foods with a high GI are digested quickly and cause a rapid spike in blood sugar. Are there any examples of high GI foods? White bread, white rice, and sugary drinks are all high GI. Foods like whole grains, vegetables, and fruits tend to have a lower GI. So, I should aim for lower GI foods? Ideally, yes. It can help with energy levels and weight management.
Coping with information overload. I'm feeling so overwhelmed with health information lately. It's hard to know what's true.
I totally get it. There's so much conflicting advice online. Where are you getting your information?
Mostly social media and quick Google searches. Probably not the best sources.
Definitely. Try sticking to reputable sources like the CDC or NIH. Fact-checking is key.
Good point. Maybe I should also talk to my doctor about specific concerns.
Absolutely. They can provide personalized guidance. Don't self-diagnose based on internet searches.
You're right. It's better to be informed by a professional. Thanks for the reminder.
No problem. Take a deep breath and filter out the noise. Your health is important, but so is your peace of mind.
Cultivating self-compassion.
I'm so hard on myself. I always feel like I'm not doing enough.
Try practicing self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness you'd offer a friend.
That's easier said than done. I'm my own worst critic.
Start by noticing your negative self-talk. Acknowledge it, then reframe it with a more compassionate perspective.
Like what? Give me an example.
Instead of saying, "I'm so stupid," try, "Everyone makes mistakes. I'll learn from this."
That sounds strange, but I guess it's worth a try.
It takes practice, but it can make a huge difference in your self-esteem and overall well-being. Be patient with yourself.
finding joy in movement.
I know I should exercise, but I dread going to the gym.
Then don't. Find a form of movement you actually enjoy. It shouldn't feel like a chore.
Like what? I've tried running, but it's not for me.
Have you considered dancing, swimming, or even just going for walks in nature?
Dancing sounds fun, actually. There's a Zumba class at the community center.
Perfect. The key is to find something that makes you happy and that you'll actually stick with.
You're right. I'll give Zumba a try. Thanks for the encouragement.
No problem. Remember, movement is about feeling good, not just burning calories.
Hydration beyond water.
I struggle to drink enough water during the day. Any tips? Try incorporating hydrating foods. Watermelon, cucumbers, and berries are great options. That's a good idea. I usually just focus on plain water. Herbal teas and infused water can also make hydration more appealing. Add some lemon or mint. Infused water sounds refreshing. I'll try that. Do sports drinks count? They can, but be mindful of the sugar content. Opt for electrolyte powders mixed with water instead. Okay, good to know. I'll stick to natural options. Thanks for the suggestions. You're welcome. Remember, every little bit helps. Stay hydrated.
Managing digital detox. I'm thinking of doing a digital detox this weekend. I feel glued to my phone.
That's a great idea. I tried one last month, and it was surprisingly refreshing.
What did you do to keep yourself occupied?
I read a book, went for a hike, and spent time with friends without looking at my phone. It was liberating.
Sounds amazing. I'm worried I'll be bored without the constant stimulation.
You might be at first, but you'll quickly find other things to enjoy. Embrace the boredom.
Okay, I'll try to reframe it as an opportunity to reconnect with myself.
Exactly. And remember, it's okay to start small. Even a few hours offline can make a difference.
Mindful movement breaks. I sit at a desk all day. I feel so stiff and achy.
Try incorporating mindful movement breaks into your day. Even a few minutes can help.
What do you mean by mindful?
Focus on your body and your breath as you move. Notice the sensations without judgment.
So, like a mini yoga session at my desk?
Exactly. Or simple stretches, shoulder rolls, or even just a short walk around the office.
I could definitely do that. I usually just power through until lunchtime.
Taking those breaks will actually improve your focus and productivity in the long run. It's a win-win.
Supporting immune system naturally. I'm trying to boost my immune system before winter. Any natural remedies you recommend?
Definitely focus on a balanced diet rich in fruits and vegetables, especially those high in vitamin C.
Like what specifically?
Citrus fruits, bell peppers, broccoli, and spinach are all great choices. Also, consider adding garlic and ginger to your meals.
Okay, I can do that. What about supplements?
Vitamin D is important, especially during winter months. Talk to your doctor about whether you need a supplement, and don't forget about probiotics for gut health.
Good point. I'll look into those. Thanks for the advice.
You're welcome. Remember, a healthy lifestyle is the best foundation for a strong immune system.
The impact of air quality on well-being.
The air quality has been terrible lately. I feel so sluggish.
Me too. I've been having headaches. I think it's definitely affecting my energy levels.
I've heard air purifiers can help. Have you considered getting one?
I have. I'm researching different models now. Do you know if they really make a difference?
From what I've read, they can significantly reduce indoor pollutants. Also, closing windows during peak pollution times helps.
That makes sense. I'll definitely keep the windows closed. Maybe I'll invest in a good air purifier soon.
It's worth looking into. Your health is worth it.
Agreed. Thanks for the tip.
The importance of setting boundaries.
I'm feeling so drained lately. I think I'm taking on too much.
It sounds like you need to set some boundaries. It's okay to say no to things.
I know, but I feel guilty when I turn people down.
Remember that your own well-being is important. Setting boundaries protects your time and energy.
How do I even start? It feels so awkward.
Start small. Practice saying, "I'll think about it," instead of immediately agreeing. Then evaluate if you truly have the capacity.
That's a good tip. I tend to overcommit myself.
We all do sometimes. Just remember, saying no to others is saying yes to yourself.
The power of gratitude journaling.
I've heard gratitude journaling can improve your mood. Is it really that effective?
It can be. Focusing on the positive things in your life can shift your perspective.
What exactly do you write about?
Anything you're grateful for, big or small. A sunny day, a good cup of coffee, a kind friend.
Sounds simple enough. How often should I do it?
Even a few times a week can make a difference. Consistency is key.
I'll give it a try. It can't hurt, right?
Exactly, it's a small habit with potentially big benefits. Good luck.
Coping with travel fatigue?
I'm exhausted after that long flight. Any tips for travel fatigue?
Definitely. Hydration is key. Drink plenty of water before, during, and after your trip.
Good point. I usually forget on the plane.
Also, try to adjust to the new time zone as quickly as possible. Get sunlight during the day.
That makes sense. What about sleep aids?
Melatonin can help, but use it sparingly. Focus on creating a relaxing sleep environment.
Okay, I'll try that. Thanks.
No problem. Light exercise like a short walk can also help combat fatigue.
Creating a relaxing bedtime routine. I have so much trouble falling asleep. What's your bedtime routine like?
I try to wind down an hour before bed. I dim the lights and avoid screens.
Screens are my biggest problem.
Try using a blue light filter or reading a physical book instead. A warm bath or shower can also help.
A bath sounds nice. Anything else?
I also drink herbal tea and practice some light stretching or meditation.
I'll try incorporating some of those. Thanks.
Consistency is key. Try to stick to the same bedtime every night, even on weekends.
Decoding supplement labels. I'm so confused by supplement labels. How do you even know what's good?
It can be tricky. First, look for third-party certifications like USP or NSF. They test for purity.
Okay, I'll keep an eye out for those logos.
Also, pay attention to the ingredients list and avoid supplements with excessive fillers or artificial ingredients.
Fillers. Got it. What about the dosage?
Always follow the recommended dosage on the label and consult with a doctor or registered dietitian if you're unsure.
Good advice. Thanks for the help.
You're welcome. Remember, more isn't always better when it comes to supplements.
Managing stress through hobbies.
I'm so stressed with work. I need something to take my mind off it.
Hobbies are fantastic for stress relief. What do you enjoy doing?
I used to paint, but I haven't in years.
Why not pick it up again, or try something new, like knitting or playing a musical instrument?
I'm not sure I have the time.
Even 30 minutes a day can make a difference. Schedule it like you would any other appointment.
That's a good point. I'll try to prioritize it. Thanks.
You'll be surprised how much it helps. It's a great way to disconnect and recharge.
Navigating health goals with a partner?
My partner and I are trying to eat healthier, but we keep disagreeing on what to cook.
That's common. Try setting shared goals and finding recipes you both enjoy.
We've tried that, but it's hard to compromise.
Maybe take turns choosing meals or designate one night a week for each person's preferred cuisine.
That's a good idea. What about exercise?
Find activities you can do together, like hiking or dancing, or support each other's individual workouts.
Okay, we'll try to be more supportive, thanks.
Communication is key. Be patient and understanding with each other.
The benefits of gardening.
I've been feeling cooped up lately. Someone suggested gardening. Does that really help?
Absolutely, it's great for your mental and physical health. You're getting fresh air and exercise.
I guess I could use both of those.
Plus, it's a very mindful activity. You're focused on the plants and the process.
That sounds relaxing. Is it hard to get started?
Not at all. Start small with a few pots or a small garden bed. There are lots of resources online.
Okay, I'm willing to give it a try. Thanks.
You'll love it, and you get to enjoy the fruits or vegetables of your labor.
The impact of pets on well-being.
I've been thinking about getting a pet. Do you think it would help with my anxiety?
Absolutely. Studies show pets can lower stress hormones and blood pressure.
Really? That's interesting.
Plus, they provide companionship and a sense of purpose. Walking a dog gets you active too.
I do need to move more. What kind of pet is best?
That depends on your lifestyle. A cat might be good if you're busy, but a dog needs more attention and exercise.
True. I'll have to consider that. Thanks.
Of course, just remember it's a big responsibility, but the rewards can be amazing.
Understanding blood sugar fluctuations.
I've been feeling really tired and irritable lately. Could it be my blood sugar? It's possible. What's your diet like? Are you eating regular meals? I skip breakfast sometimes and snack on sugary things. That could definitely be contributing. Skipping meals can cause blood sugar crashes. So what should I do? Focus on eating balanced meals with protein, fiber, and healthy fats. Avoid processed foods and sugary drinks. Okay, I'll try to make some changes. Thanks. And if you're concerned, talk to your doctor about getting your blood sugar checked.
Understanding the importance of posture.
I've been having a lot of back pain lately. I think it's from sitting at my desk all day.
It probably is. Poor posture can wreak havoc on your back. Are you sitting up straight?
I try, but I tend to slouch.
Try adjusting your chair and monitor so that your screen is at eye level. Use a lumbar support cushion.
Okay, I'll try that. What else can I do?
Take regular breaks to stand up, stretch, and walk around. Strengthen your core muscles with exercises like planks.
I need to start exercising more. Thanks for the tips.
You're welcome. Good posture is important for your overall health and well-being.
Understanding the importance of social support.
I've been feeling really isolated lately. I know I need to see people, but it's hard.
I understand. Social connection is so important for our well-being. Even small interactions can make a difference.
What do you suggest?
Start with small steps. Call a friend, join a club, or volunteer. Even a quick chat with a neighbor can help.
Volunteering sounds good. Where could I look?
Check online for local organizations. Find something that aligns with your interests. It's a great way to meet people.
I'll do that. Thanks for the advice.
You're welcome. Remember, you're not alone, and reaching out is a sign of strength. Coping with burnout.
I'm feeling completely drained lately. Work is overwhelming, and I have no energy for anything else.
That sounds like burnout. Are you taking any time for yourself?
Not really. I feel guilty if I'm not being productive.
That's a common feeling, but it's counterproductive. You need to recharge to be productive. Maybe start with small breaks during the day.
Like what kind of breaks?
Even just stepping away from your desk for 5 minutes to stretch or listen to music can help. Or try scheduling a longer break each week for something you enjoy.
I guess I could try that. It's just hard to prioritize myself when there's so much to do.
Think of it as preventative maintenance. If you don't take care of yourself, you'll eventually break down completely. Cultivating a positive body image.
I'm constantly comparing myself to others online. It makes me feel so insecure about my body.
Social media can definitely have that effect. It's important to remember that what you see online is often curated and not always reality.
I know, but it's hard not to compare. Everyone seems so perfect.
Try unfollowing accounts that make you feel bad about yourself and follow accounts that promote body positivity and self-acceptance.
That's a good idea. I hadn't thought of that.
Focus on what your body can do rather than how it looks. Celebrate your strengths and accomplishments.
That's a much healthier perspective. I need to start appreciating my body more.
Absolutely. And remember that beauty comes in all shapes and sizes. Be kind to yourself.
Importance of regular stretching.
I always feel so stiff in the mornings. It takes me a while to loosen up. Maybe you should incorporate some regular stretching into your routine. It can really help with flexibility and reduce stiffness. I know I should, but I never seem to have the time. Even just a few minutes of stretching each day can make a difference. You can even do it while you're watching TV. What kind of stretches should I do? Focus on stretching major muscle groups like your hamstrings, quads, back, and shoulders. There are tons of tutorials online. I'll look some up. Maybe I can start with a few basic stretches in the morning.
Incorporating strength training. I mostly do cardio, but I know I should probably add some strength training.
It's definitely beneficial. Strength training helps build muscle, which boosts your metabolism and improves bone density.
I'm intimidated by weights. Where do I even start?
You don't necessarily need weights. Bodyweight exercises like squats, push-ups, and lunges are a great starting point.
Okay, that sounds less scary. How often should I do it?
Aim for 2 to 3 times a week, focusing on different muscle groups each time. Start with fewer repetitions and gradually increase as you get stronger.
That sounds doable. I'll look up some bodyweight exercises online. Thanks.
No problem. Remember to listen to your body, and don't push yourself too hard at first.
Managing digital detox.
I feel like I'm constantly glued to my phone. It's exhausting. Sounds like you could benefit from a digital detox. It's good to disconnect sometimes, but how? I need my phone for work and to stay connected with friends. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. Start with small steps, like setting specific times when you won't check your phone, like during meals or before bed. Exactly. Or try leaving your phone in another room while you're working on a focused task. Designate tech-free zones in your home. That sounds like a good idea. Maybe I'll try putting my phone on Do Not Disturb for a few hours each evening. Great! And try replacing that screen time with other activities you enjoy, like reading or spending time outdoors.
Managing sugar intake. I have such a sweet tooth. I know I should cut back on sugar, but it's so hard.
I understand. Sugar can be really addictive. Have you tried making small changes gradually?
Like what? I've tried cutting it out completely, but I always relapse.
Instead of eliminating it, try swapping sugary drinks for water or unsweetened tea. And look for naturally sweet alternatives for snacks, like fruit.
That sounds more manageable than going cold turkey. Maybe I can start with just my afternoon soda.
Exactly, and be mindful of hidden sugars in processed foods. Read the labels carefully.
Good point. I never really pay attention to that. Thanks for the advice.
The impact of blue light exposure.
I've been having trouble sleeping lately. I toss and turn for hours.
Are you using electronic devices before bed? The blue light emitted from screens can interfere with sleep.
I usually scroll through my phone or watch TV right before I go to sleep.
That could be the problem. Blue light suppresses melatonin production, which is a hormone that regulates sleep.
So what can I do about it?
Try to avoid screens for at least an hour before bed. You can also use blue light filters on your devices or wear blue light blocking glasses.
I'll try that. Maybe I'll read a book instead of watching TV.
That's a great idea. Creating a relaxing bedtime routine can also help improve your sleep.
The importance of healthy fats.
I'm trying to eat healthier, but I'm confused about fats. Are they all bad?
Definitely not. Healthy fats are essential for brain function, hormone production, and nutrient absorption.
So which fats are the good ones?
Focus on unsaturated fats, like those found in avocados, nuts, seeds, olive oil, and fatty fish like salmon.
Okay, I eat avocados pretty regularly. What about saturated fats?
Saturated fats are okay in moderation, but try to limit processed foods and excessive amounts of red meat.
That makes sense. I'll try to incorporate more of those healthy fats into my diet.
The role of sleep position. I've been waking up with a stiff neck lately. I wonder if it's my pillow or something else.
It could be your sleep position. How do you usually sleep?
Mostly on my stomach, I think. It's the most comfortable.
Sleeping on your stomach can put a lot of strain on your neck and back. It forces you to twist your head to breathe.
Really? I didn't know that. What's a better position?
Sleeping on your back or side is generally better for your spine. You might need to adjust your pillow to support your neck properly.
I'll try sleeping on my side tonight and see if it helps. Thanks for the tip. Understanding portion control.
I'm trying to lose weight, but I'm struggling with portion sizes. I always seem to overeat.
Portion control is key. Try using smaller plates and bowls. It can trick your brain into thinking you're eating more.
That's an interesting idea. I usually just pile my plate high.
Also, pay attention to serving sizes listed on food labels. It's easy to underestimate how much you're actually eating.
I never really look at those. I just assume it's a single serving.
And try to eat slowly and mindfully, paying attention to your hunger cues. It takes about 20 minutes for your brain to register that you're full.
So I should slow down and savor my food more. That makes sense.
Exactly. And don't eat directly from the bag or container. It's too easy to lose track of how much you're consuming.